Wait a minute. Get over there. So I went home on a Sunday night, as drunk could be. I saw a thing inside a thing, where my own thing should be. I called me wife and says to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns that thing inside the thing, where my own thing should be? Oh, you drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. That's a lovely tin whistle that me mother sent to me. Well, it's a many day I travel, 100 miles or more. But here on the tin whistle, sure ain't never saw before. Hey Desi, how are you doing today? Oh, how I enjoy. Mayor Rogers, puppet in hands of church? Christ icon discovered in foundation of Buddhist temple. Freiburg hockey team on strike. 3 months no pay. Oh, jeez. How are you doing today, Desi? Oh, there it is. Oopsies.
Oh, what's this, Martin? Think that'll cover breakfast?
Good Lord, Jack.
I've actually already seen this. Antonashi did not come into work today. Was up all night? No. Some friends might ask me to help. Yes, but come in tomorrow. There we go. That's fine. I'll still end up giving... Well, I can't give it to Purdy right now. But, I'm good, Desi. I'm stuffed. I ended up going to, Carl's Jr. just before streaming, and I ended up eating the equivalent of about, like, a quarter pound of fries, and then, like, 3/4 pounds of burgers. And so I hurt. I hurt right now. Like, really badly. But damn, was it worth it. Sale of the ficus gave me $7. I'll just take all of that. There's no point. You paid your snitch his weekly fee. Jack, I thought we had an understanding, but your lack of respect is making me think otherwise. Remember, we don't treat our enemies with kid gloves. Don't make this mistake again. Hey, you're fine. I want to raise an officer and detective. Yeah. So... Yeah, no, I'm in so much pain right now, but again, so worth it. Yeah, it's like, oh, and then it's like on my way back home. Fight, city center. Noise from a garbage truck woke up a vagabond who was sleeping on a nearby bench. The homeless man became angry and went to scold the truck's driver. A fight soon erupted. We'll send in Kochi and Revik. So it's like, as I was on my way back, my, essentially is my brother-in-law, ended up calling him and was like, yo, need you come down and help me move a thing. I was like, you should have told me about this beforehand, I'm not coming. You know, it's like, I got a stream to do, I'm not gonna show up, fuck you. Theft. Desire Park. Jose Muma reported a run-in with a pickpocket at the park. His wallet was stolen, along with some documents and an expensive watch. I'm sure it was that red-haired brat. He was rubbing all over me. Aquino, Kojak. You two actually should be enough. Go get him. Rip. No Rip. Fuck him. Like, you don't just call people and be like, yo, I need... It wasn't even, I need you right now, it was, come over here, I'm doing this, and I need your help. It's like, you should have told me, I have plans, it's too late. Sitting quietly on the bench is a red-haired guy who fits the description, but in the distance there's a woman struggling with a young man in a hood, shouting and clutching her bag. Well, of course it's the red-haired kid. Keep an eye for other suspects. Couldn't be either of these people. I'll rush the woman and the guy in the hoodie. The guy in the hoodie notices the police and tries to escape. He stumbles and several wallets and pieces of jewelry come tumbling from his pockets. Walk over to the bench and hit the red-haired guy in the face. We'll chase down the fleeing man. This is some really, like, energetic jazz. Oh, fraud. Residential area. Hello? I was contacted by a lawyer named Donald Horton Jr. who told me some wonderful news. It turns out I'm a distant relative of a Nigerian prince who recently died, and he left me $15 billion. I only need to pay $20,000 in gold bullion to open an account to receive the money, but I noticed that the lawyer carries a pistol, so I decided to play it safe and call in a police escort to make sure everything goes smoothly. Hello, Zombie. How are you doing today, my friend? We'll send in Kochi. That's 300. I need about 600. So honestly, Kochi, and I'll send in Asano and Revik as well. All the SWAT. My SWAT are fully upgraded, by the way. I can send them out 4 times in a day, and they operate at 150% efficiency, so that's a lot. Public indecency, bus stop. Phyllis Emery is clearly beside herself. This jerk took out his crooked dick in the middle of a crowded bus and started poking me with it. God, it was so disgusting I screamed, and several of the men on the bus grabbed the pervert and wrestled him to the ground. Oh. Silk, Okino, you guys can take care of that, I'm pretty sure. I got raspberry lemonade iced tea. It's amazing. City Hall had a wall repainted by some hooligans. If the police can't do their jobs in a timely manner and send these criminals to prison, then they can spend their shift cleaning up the wall. Or cleaning off the wall. Well, I can only spare Kojak and Dona at this moment because I can't send other officers like a few moments later, so... Looks like I'm sending 2 of my better officers to go take care of some bullshit. That's fine. Oh, Desi, it's amazing. Like, I feel whole. I feel whole. Oh boy. Let's see these. Theft, parking lot. An eyewitness saw a man in a pickup truck cruising down a road, stopping at every parked car, and siphoning off the fuel into the spare tanks he carried in back. The passerby went up to him, but saw the guy had a gun and ran. Let's see the other situation. Drug sales. Drugstore. An elderly man called the station in a rage. I went to the drugstore to buy a hearing aid and some pain reliever, and the guy behind the counter tried to sell me cocaine. Cocaine! Hello there, Dreamer. How are you doing today? It's nice to see you. So, 5 cops. 5 cops. Oh my goodness. 5 cops in SWAT. Armed robbery. Magpie Publishing House. An armed man entered a publishing office and demanded a copy of the new novel by writer Ivan Bykov, which had just gone to press. Okay, well, I gotta choose, I'm definitely gonna choose this one. 'Cause SWAT. And, oh my goodness! Kochi, Silk, Kaino, would that be enough? That's 300, 600, 750, 5, 6, 7, okay, yeah. That should be good. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way I'm going to be able to get all of these. Drugstore is definitely going to happen. I mean, he's selling cocaine. What can I do? That's just something that people do. They sell cocaine. Cocaine! Oh my god. Carjacking? Hell on Wheels car dealership. Alarms are coming in from the Hell on Wheels motor show. Eyewitnesses report that a group of attackers broke the window, ran inside, and stole 6 luxury cars. According to one onlooker, they all drove off in the same direction, so you should be able to catch them all. I can't! I have no people! The man fires his shotgun into the air and yells at the editor, "Better bring me that fucking book right now, or you'll be the hero in tomorrow's obituaries." Asks the editor for a second copy of the book. You there, throw down your weapon, or you'll be reading all about it in the morgue. Good job, Kingston. Kingston handled that very well.
Looks like we have a situation
The suspect has been sighted. He squatted down next to someone's car when one end of a hose in the gas tank. The other end of the hose is in the suspect's mouth. Apparently he's trying to siphon fuel. Sneak up close behind him and strike a match to see him better. Oh no. That's not what I want to do at all. Take the hose out of your mouth and put your hands up. He sees the police and quickly pulls a gun from his real holster. He shoots wildly and misses. We're shooting the man. He shot us, we can shoot him back.
911.
Good job.
1111.
Why not? The old man has a hearing problem. The pharmacist was explaining that the old man's Vicodin prescription had expired and he mistakenly heard something about cocaine. Well, good thing I didn't act on that one. Carjacking's gonna happen, though. But nobody died. And that's all that matters. As long as no civilians die, City Hall can't get on my ass about it.
112 in progress.
Assault with a deadly weapon. Unicorns of Arcadia Gay Club. During a performance, someone began shouting racist speech at a black singer and then fired several shots from a pistol. The room descended into panic and everyone ran to the exits. Send in the paddy wagon. I suppose Kingston. Hold on. How much does this take? 3, 6, 900. I'll send my weaker cops there. That should be fine. What about this one? Driving under the influence, city center. A passerby reported a dark sedan speeding through the red lights, swerving from side to side. He's got to be drunk or stoned, just that you'd want to know. This one requires 750, so they'll be able to take care of that. Awesome sauce. It has been a good day. No frames about this one. Okay, so... Oh gosh, I have forgotten about this one. So, Mr. Potsy sometimes liked to walk the city at night. I'd just taken him out after a long business dinner. We pulled up in the park near the monument, and I didn't notice anything suspicious, although there was a gray truck that didn't have any license plates. It followed us into the park from the restaurant, but then it turned off somewhere. So they're there. Okay. Died immediately on impact. A heavy vehicle struck him at high speeds. The bruises on his body show traces of a grill, so you might be looking for a Jeep or a truck. Soft tissue contained fragments of a windshield, so it appears that the blow was strong enough to throw his body into the air and through the windshield. The victim's clothes show traces of gray paint. Gray truck, gray paint, makes sense. So let's just get rid of these, the car ones. It's gotta be this top line. I ran in the park at night. Tonight I heard the roar of a motorcycle, so I ran to check it out. I figured it was a biker who liked to race on an empty road, but when I ran closer, I saw the road was empty. Then I saw a body, so I called the police. Grill on the internet? Yes, Desi. Indeed! Motorcycle tire tracks and shattered glass were found at the crime scene. At a nearby intersection, a surveillance camera recorded a group of bikers, and behind them you can make out a gray Jeep with a cracked windshield. I don't have any Jeep. Yeah, I don't have any Jeeps. So I would think that it has to be... Well, you didn't get run over, which limits it down to these 5. That would have to be the last piece. Now, something about this doesn't make sense. If this is... I don't know. For the sake of time, I'm just gonna look this one up. One moment. Because honestly, I spend way too much time on these things. Okay, show me the thingy. Oh. I'm grossly misinformed. Here's these ones. One moment. Car park, car follow. Oh, you know what? I can't solve this. I am missing a frame. Which means I need to assign more investigators to this. I haven't even looked at this one. Hold on. Because I want to figure out this hit and run. Oh no, you don't, dogs. You're not distracting me this time. Go fuck yourselves.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
I can't send anyone. Oh fuck.
412, we've got a situation.
A police cruiser caught up with the sedan, which is swerving dangerously all over the road. Honestly, yeah, running into a curb. The sedan suddenly turns into an underground parking garage. Hi, Zero. Hey, that's perfectly fine, Zero. You enjoy. Tell the attendant block all the exits. Yeah?
112, complete.
Hey, they caught him. Or, these guys caught him. Officers found pharmaceuticals at the crime scene. We'll bring these in. Wow, they managed to get him. Good job, Kingston. You are on your way to another promotion, my friend. End the day. And I don't need anyone else to come in tomorrow, so we're good to go. Those dogs, man. Freeburg mail truck missing. Nursing home to get cable TV. Girl sets house fire to watch firefighters. Hey, I understand that. I would set a fire to watch the firefighters, too. Got tickets to go to the filming of a TV show. I've always wanted to be on TV. Can I have the day off? Coming by tomorrow. And Purdy, you get a promotion. Hold on. I gotta go see why they're barking. One moment. Okay, figured it out. Oh, there's still... Okay. One of my dogs is just playing with the puppy. It's actually quite adorable, so I didn't want to get involved. I was like, yeah, you do that. We'll go with this one. Whiskey tinged. Yay! More money, more police officers, which we will not go with yet. Yeah, what I will do is I'll hire this Jack Papworth, and then whenever the next rotation comes around, I'll just fire him for being too old. Think about it, it's clever. It's brilliant, 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 I tell you. Genius, I say. You're hired on to B shift. Oh boy. Assault. Milk factory. Factory worker Vitaly Samsonov quarreled with the head of the plant and attacked him. Colleagues called the police, but are afraid to intervene because Samsonov is as strong as an ox. He took us all by surprise. I mean, you're not wrong, Desi. Oh no. I hope it's fucking you up in a good way, Desi, and not in a bad way. I'll send in Strong. 3, 6... Strong and Kemp honestly should be enough to take care of that. Disorderly conduct. Dump. About 24 Amishmen chased everyone out of the city dump and blocked all access. The Amish community claims that the land belongs to them, and as evidence, they're presenting a handwritten document. An eyewitness reports that they're not behaving very peaceably, but there are hardly any weapons aside from a few pitchforks. Sit in the paddy wagon. This make you want to fight somebody and you should refrain. Desi, if you do this, I'm gonna swat you. Yeah, I'll send in Cecil. 3, 6, 750. He's 815 right off the bat. I'll send in Samadhi and Beard Cell, though. Beard Cell. What an awesome name. Oh, I'll do it, Desi. I'll do it. It's funny because originally I was thinking about playing a city builder, but I was like, nah, I need to finish up This Is the Police eventually. Vitaly Samsonov is holding the plant manager over a vat of milk. The manager is crying and kicking his feet, and then he wets his pants. Release the hostage immediately. Don't tempt me, I'll do it.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
3, 6, 9, 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They've got it. Good job, Cecil. You're on your way to a promotion, good sir. I feel as though I have too many people on shift A and not enough on B.
415 in progress.
Oh right, because I ended up hiring like 3 people onto B because they were not nearly as good. Reckless endangerment, Freeburg Zoo. We've received numerous calls from visitors at the local zoo who saw a drunken zoo employee open the cheetah cage. The dangerous cats are running amok and have started to attack people. Oh, is that all? Let's see, 3, 6, 9. I can send McStone. McStone, Murata, and Kemp should actually be more than enough for that. We'll send McStone, Scanlon, and Kemp. I mean, typically, something like that, you don't actually send the police, like, you send the police in just to, like, get everyone to safety, but you end up, calling the animal, keepers, in order to actually deal with the animals. Because, typically at zoos, the animals that are, there are very docile, because they still have their instincts, but they don't act upon them as much. So, a good chunk of the time, animals that get released from the zoo are not as dangerous. The most dangerous ones are actually like big animals like rhinos and zebras. Noise complaints. Cemetery. The caretaker of the cemetery reported strange sounds coming from the crypt. I'm afraid it's the dead finally coming back. These are dark days. I'm pretty sure this is a false alarm, but... Hey, Tendo, how are you doing today, my friend? I'm almost positive this is a false alarm, but I'll send in the SWAT. 3, 6, 7, 50. Cecil, Beardcell, go get him.
415.
Good job, people. Yeah. So how are you feeling today, Tendo? Anything good going on? Or is it one of them same old situations?
910C in progress.
Armed robbery. LifeWire store. A man wearing a ski mask entered the LifeWire consumer electronics store. He pulled out a gun and demanded all the money and the most expensive toaster. The store security guard was fast on his feet and managed to knock the gun out of the robber's hands. But then he grabbed a sales assistant by the throat and he's threatening to strangle her unless his demands are met. You feel okay today? I got you, Tendo. Long day, I take it? 3, 6, so I can just send in McStone Samadhi.
Got a situation.
The door to the vault opens, and there's a rustling down the darkness. Shine the flashlight. 2 homeless men jump out in the darkness. They're carrying a shovel and some jewelry. It seems they don't want to give up their plunder so easily. Hit them with the nightstick. I'll use a taser.
213 complete.
I mean, it makes sense, Desi. You ended up robbing Amazon last night, right? I'll get the Mafia sell some jewelry. It wasn't I who stole it. That's my reasoning. It wasn't I who stole it. Oh my god.
We have a situation.
A man in a ski mask is in the middle of the store holding a girl by her throat and yelling at the employees. Bull got him. Yeah, just like... Yeah. The man releases the girl and starts to run, then enters a room with a bunch of refrigerators and disappears. Come out or else.
910C complete.
I just needed stickers. It didn't end up that way, Desi. You need to control yourself, Desi. Sometimes you just need to look at life itself and realize, aha, maybe this isn't what I want. That's how it goes. Firefight. Rubinovich Casino. A gang stormed the casino and went straight to the utility room. The eyewitness who called the police said he heard gunshots, and then the gang members started carrying out some boxes. Send the paddy wagon, some SWAT. Cecil. I'm gonna say Scanlan Strong. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12. I mean, that's enough, but I'll send in Beardcell as well. Beardcell's got it. Self-control. 2 weeks of freedom until you gotta go back to work. If you don't mind me asking, Tindo, where do you work? Or what do you work? Vehicular accident, Chinatown. The owner of a grocery saw a car drive into the sidewalk and knock over a girl who was playing with her roller skates. Then the bastard stopped, waited a second, then backed up over the child again. I've heard that's how the Chinese do it back home, but are we really going to let them get away with it here? No, we're not. That's fucked up. One of my friends, actually, I still feel bad for her because she's scarred from this moment. She ended up coming out of a store one time, and she watched as a family was going back to their vehicle, and their 2-year-old ran into the street. After their sibling in order to get to the car, and some guys were driving their vehicle, and they did not stop. And yeah, and the guy just tried to keep going, and her friend ended up running after, pulled the guy out of the vehicle, and started to beat the shit out of him, and I was like, good. But at the same time, it's that's fucked up. Especially with the fact that they just tried to keep going and act as though nothing happened. Prostitution, Kevin's throat bar. Frank Zucker reports that a young blonde in a short red dress approached him at the bar and offered to go to bed with him for cash. I've never laid down with a whore. Can you believe this, bitch? Oh. Hey, listen. Whoring yourself out is a perfectly legit job. Samadhi, Kemp, go get him. Oh, gee willikers. Actually, a lot of the people will be back soon. Mr. Boyd, you have... No. No, I'm not getting my police officers killed. Go fuck yourself. Certainly hope that doesn't get me killed. Oh, Desi. That's... I think you need a bit more than just enough to feed your dog. They don't need wiring system, wiring for cars. Oh, that's interesting. You know, I've never heard, I never think about that as being a job. That's interesting, Tindo. Imprisonment, Debbie's Special Cafe. A man with a strong Spanish accent said that a dozen people are being held against their will in the basement of a cafe. The hostess of the cafe seeks out needy immigrants, gains their trust, and promises mountains of gold, then imprisons them and makes them work around the clock for stale food. According to the man who called, he was one of the slaves, but he managed to escape. The woman also has 5 armed guards who regularly beat up the least productive workers. Send in the paddy wagon. Cecil, hold on. 3, 6, 9. Strong and Beard Cell. Go get him. Is not something complicated? I mean, I don't know that, Tendo. I'm sure it would be complicated for me, but, you know, I don't work in that field. Police impersonation. Lucifer in the Sky with Lizard's nightclub. 4 police officers entered the nightclub and started arresting people for having fun. They bullied the girl, and when the guys got angry, they beat them up and humiliated them. One of them put a gun into a patron's mouth and shouted at the others. Another cop knocked out a man's front teeth with the butt of his gun. The club manager has serious doubt that these are even real police officers, and suspects that one of his competitors might have sent them over to cause trouble. McStone? Purdy? Hold on. 3, 6, 9. That's about 1050. Go get him, peeps. The blonde is Frank Zucker's ex-girlfriend. She'd come to the bar with her friends, and Frank saw her and decided to teach her a lesson. That's fucked up, yo. There we go. No. Yay! I got it! Henry Sansom, some mafia. Okay. Country houses. Henry Sand is very dedicated to his family. Send the SWAT, Scanlon, Vandal, go get him.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation here.
The police found a secret tunnel into the basement and descend into a very dark and smelly room. A man knows the police, shouts something, and quickly disappears inside. Chase the man. The police are taking enemy fire. Return fire, yeah. Just kill them. Doesn't matter. If you start getting shot at, you have a right to kill them. I wouldn't say... I guess it technically is a right, isn't it? Hold on. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. 13, 55, 10, 13. Yeah, they're fine.
12.
Police impersonation. Yeah, we got him! Oh, we better get some guns. Nope, okay. Got the bitches. Hit and run. Good job, people. Good job, detectives. We can end the day. Yeah, just end the day. Everyone deserves their day off. I don't like this.
Mr. Boyd, I am Agent Avrahami, and this is Agent Roberts. You'll have to come with us.
What now? Oh.
Please get dressed, Mr. Boyd. We'll wait for you in the car. Mr. Boyd, did you hear what I said?
You know what? You boys can go to hell. I'm not going anywhere. Not right now, at least. You can come down to the police station during regular hours. You can't just come to my house while I'm sleeping, pull me out of bed without any breakfast. Right now, the only place I'm going is back to bed. I'm closing the door now, and if you...
Jack, what's all this?
Holy
I
shit!
told everyone what a great sport you are and how fun it would be to play a little joke on you. Where's your sense of humor gone?
Ethan, it's 5 in the morning. At this hour, the only thing that'll get me laughing is one of you feds slipping on a banana peel.
Well, what did I tell you? He's such a joker.
You're getting old, Ethan.
You're getting fatter, Jack.
And you're getting boring.
And you're getting fired.
Fine. You win.
But you're still a snappy dresser, Jack. As I'm sure you can guess, we've got an assignment here in Freeburg. Come on, let's go. We'll fill you in at the scene. Oh, and I really am glad to see you, Jack. You have no idea.
I know, these guys are like the devil, isn't that right, Desi?
Meet Jack. And this is Agent Suresh, Agent Kumaro, Agent Ellis, and Agent Dixon.
Jeez, how many men did you bring?
11 people on my team, plus 2 heads, but they're still asleep at the hotel. We got to Freeburg a couple hours ago. Actually, I was asked not to communicate with the local police, at least until the press conference, but, well, you're a friend. And by the way, you're lucky you didn't have time for breakfast.
Oh.
Now, the press are calling him the Dentist. Just like every other fucking maniac, he's got his own stupid nickname.
Oh,
He
man.
spent 19
Guys, this is
years
too
chasing
graphic
this
for
guy.
us.
The MO is always the same. He kills young women in a small town, drops out of sight, and then reappears on the other end of the country with a fresh set of victims. He kills without hesitation, stuns the victim, then strangles her while she's unconscious. And that's when things get fun. He uses a power tool to remount the dead girl's mouth.
Jesus.
For 5 years, we've heard nothing. That's the longest break he's ever taken. Then 6 hours ago, we got a crazy anonymous tip that the dentist was in Friedberg, and he'd already committed his first murder. They even told us the address of the house. Looks like our anonymous tip came from the dentist himself, but that hasn't been verified yet.
This is definitely not
Hold on,
99.
Dixon. Don't go anywhere. So, Jack, listen. Dixon will take you to the station. You can bring your people up to speed. I'm looking forward to full cooperation, and it would be great if you could bag a criminal like this before you retire. A nice farewell. You know what I'm saying, Jack?
Yeah, a nice farewell.
And Dixon, Mr. Boyd will tell you where to take him. Come on, look alive. You're the police chief's driver today, if that's good enough for you. I'll come around to see you tonight. Buy us some beers, huh? But not that piss you normally drink. That stuff gives me wicked heartburn.
I like this black guy. Kojak didn't come in to work today. Drink too much. Think I can hold together today. Can I go home? Sure. Come in tomorrow, though. Neighbor died. Wife asked me. Yes, but come tomorrow. Too tired. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to say no. Coming by tomorrow. Okay, missing 2 officers. It's fine, though. I can work with this. But I think it's time for a new catalog item. Dirt Cheap by Tracy Lutz. That's, that seems like a good one. Let's hear it. Ooh, yeah, that's good stuff. Henry Sand turned out to be a member of a gang known as Sands. Could help you if you take down the gang yeah, I'll make him an informant. Oh my god! Chief, the suspect is denying everything. If we want to get to this guy's boss, we'll have to loosen his tongue. Proceed. Jack, now that you've started looking into members of the Mafia, you have to be careful. If they find out about this, you're dead. The worse your relationship with the Mafia, the more likely they'll start to suspect something's wrong. Henry G. or Christopher G. Sand for $200,000. Interrogate. We have prepared a profile on the suspect. The information we have gathered will help you identify its weak points and use them during the interrogation. When asking questions, be careful. If you screw up too many times, the suspect will likely refuse to cooperate, and then we'll either have to give up or resort to extreme measures. Henry Sand. Gender male. He's 50 years old. He looks pretty good for 50. He was born with a defective heart valve. His doctors have urged him to avoid any sort of strong physical exertion. Henry Sand wanted to be a football player and was doing well on the school team, but a weak heart prevented him from playing football on a professional level. Sports taught Henry how to endure physical pain. He never cared much for his studies, but family connections got him into college, and it was there that he met his future wife. They had a daughter, Marianne, and Henry started working for the Sands parking garage. One day, he fell asleep at the wheel and flew off the road into the river and nearly drowned his wife and daughter. From the severe stress of the experience, he developed aquaphobia. At 41, Henry Sand was initiated into the family business and started managing the transportation side of the Sand Mafia organization. His daughter is a successful ballerina, and Henry likes to talk about her talent. When he was 49 years old, he suffered a heart attack and was briefly declared clinically dead. He now wears a pacemaker in his chest. Henry Sand's medical bills have driven him into debt. He always thought the family wasn't paying him enough, but unlike some people he could name, he never got behind the boss's back and skims off the top. Henry Sand. I saw your daughter at the premiere of Giselle. She was gorgeous. Yes, my wife and I are proud of Marianne. Henry, think of your family. What will happen if you go to jail for avenging your daughter? Who will pay for her medical bills? Don't remind me. Those doctors are worse than vampires. Be a man and take responsibility for what you did. You know, some people in your organization are skimming money off the top. You hear any stories about any of that? I did hear one story. I hereby swear that George Sand stole some antique guns and pocketed the money that the Sand family allocated for their purchase. Haha! I did it! Start investigation. Oh, Jiminy. Let's get a 3-star up there. I didn't even read what the thing was. Whoopsies! That's a labor market. There we go. That's a bit better. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. Hey, did anyone see my dentures? Where am I? Who are you? Is your name Johnny? Chantel Middleton. Oh, Jiminy. Yeah, Shift A will need her more. Jim Kendall. I'll put him on Shift B. Why not? And I have a slot for detective. What shift? 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably on Shift A. Let's see how this goes.
412A in progress.
Assault, residential area. An obese man found himself stuck in an elevator, but when people attempted to help him out, he lashed out and began to strangle one of them. This is the 3rd time I'm late for work, and it's all because of this fucking elevator. Oh boy, so 3... It's gonna need about 450. I'll send in Silk and Revik. That should be enough, right? 2, 3... Yeah, that's 460. Let me look into this drug sales. Details. Mr. Bates. Jim Bates, bartender. Saw a little fella in a white jacket. He ordered the cherry juice, drank at the bar, and then went to the bathroom with some bearded guy. I thought they were just up for a little tickle. You see a lot of that these days. But when the other folk found the bearded guy with his nose in the toilet, I knew the guy in the jacket was up to no good. The man suffered a heart attack brought on by cocaine use. He lost consciousness, fell down, and hit his head. The man was rushed to intensive care. His condition is serious but stable. One of the booths had a broken toilet. On the floor beneath was an empty cocaine bag sitting in a pool of blood. T. Jillian Bum. I saw a kid in a silly white jacket running out of the club. Ran like the devils were after him. Wish I had some of whatever he was on. Jennifer Gross, club patron. I was doing my eyes at the bathroom mirror when I heard a terrible roar on the other side of the wall. Me and my friend went to see what was happening and found a drug addict lying on the floor. Of course, we called an ambulance, but it might be better if he didn't make it. These smelly druggies only stink up the air of our beautiful planet. Well, we can get rid of that, because it's definitely cocaine. is a bearded guy. So I can get rid of these cards. It's these 5. That's definitely the ending one. They meet up, go to the restroom. There we go. Easy. Drug sales, University of Freiburg. Bruno Savini dedicates most of his time to his studies. Bruno Savini works at the Atala family funeral home. They take a huge negative if they go in without the lead. But if we send in Kingston, I don't think it matters. Kingston Donut SWAT. Go get him. Or I could just wait. I actually can just wait. Theft. Investigation has started. I'll worry about it later. Because I need somebody to work on the serial murder as well. Attempted murder. Residential area. An elderly concierge reports that he saw an angry girl through the window, attacking someone's car with a baseball bat, yelling, "Get out, you painted wretch! Come on, I know you can hear me. I will kill you myself." Mary and Antonashi, go get him. I need to try and get my people that are under 300 up to 300.
412A.
That's the goal. As for this serial murder, who do I have? Amy's. Yeah, I might take Amy's or Armstrong off one of the investigations and have them dedicated to that. Yeah, Amy's as a lead. Amy's mole. 21-year-old Allison Bell, City Hall intern, was brutally murdered at her apartment. Go get him. Oh gosh, not this shit again. Hello, Jack. I suspect you don't like the dentist nickname any more than I do. But let's just say that's who I am and get down to business. Take a good look at the postcard I sent you. It points to a place where I hid something. Follow the clues, keep on the trail. Let's just say there's a reason I'm giving you a chance to catch me. But don't dare share the clues with the feds, or the trail will go cold, I promise you. And hurry. If don't figure out the right place in the next 24 hours, I'll destroy all the evidence and walk away. I'll keep it then. Chief, you got yourself into a dangerous game and you can't win without evidence on the dentist. You hold in your hand a key to what's happened to the victims. Look closely at the image on the card and it will help you figure out where the evidence is hidden. Say you're detectives, but don't go around blindly guessing. I doubt you have the resources to go all possible places in time. Proceed. Card 1. It appears to be religious. Papa Carl's? No. Holy House Pizza, probably. Good, good. And considering the situation, I'm going to take these guys off as well. It's just going to be Shero for right now because I want to get this figured out. Gordon Armstrong, go get him. Sophocles Theater of Drama. Mr. Boyd, my attempts to raise the ratings of Justice for All failed, and I was let go. But I'm getting ready to launch a new TV project, this time about the harsh everyday life of ordinary police officers. For the pilot episode, I need 2 cops who we can ride around with for several hours. We'll go around the city in the police car and record various real-life stories. Your officers will be awarded $300 and you'll get a more impressive bonus. This time we do have the real budget. Okay. I'll send in my 2 weakest. Detective Ames fell into a violent trap set by the dentist and was declared dead on the scene. Shit. Mr. Boyd, after the needless death of Detective Ames, the guys had a quick word and we decided we can't keep going on assignments like this without SWAT support. Fuck. I just sent 2 people. Yeah, I'll gladly send SWAT support. If I had known about that... Jack, Officer Silk somehow learned about the postcard from the dentist and he's up in arms that you've been suppressing evidence. He demanded that I take action immediately or he's taken this directly to the prosecutor's office. I convinced him to sit on it for a couple more days, but we have to do something fast. Shit, Muffin. Discovered evidence hidden by the dentist. Fuck. This is interesting. Okay. 3 people died in a blaze at the Freeburg Birth Control Union Women's Center. We'll take care of that another time. Fraud. This is bullshit. Exactly, Chelk. How are you doing today, my friend? Anything new going on? Fraud. Fortunate Bank. Or Fortune Bank. A bank employee reports that a suspicious man came into the bank. He's obviously trying to cash a forged check. The cashier also says that the man is hiding something under his jacket. 3-6. Let me check out the other one real quick. Theft Market. Michael Gibson was only away from his vegetable shops for 2 minutes and someone managed to steal a big cart filled with watermelons. I bought that hauler a month ago. Bright orange, easy to spot. The thing weighs almost 500 pounds, so they can't have gotten far. Okay. 3-6. Need about 600 for that. So I'll send in Kochi and Mary. For this one, honestly, Kingston is enough to take it on by himself, but I'll send in Asano as well. Derek Allen reports, Chief, thank you for the wonderful help. I think it'll make a great TV series. In fact, we ran out of true stories and had to improvise a little, and I think someone blurted out something not very nice about the police and about you personally, but don't take it to heart. I won't. Woo! 10,000 more bucks! Good times. Yippee! Gordon. Lead up on that one. He'll have to go in by himself for now. The suspect is sitting in a chair, obviously very nervous. He grows very agitated when he sees the police and starts banging his foot on the floor. Ready your guns, slowly approach the suspect. The man suddenly jumps up and grabs the woman standing next to him, putting a huge knife to her throat. He knows that the police are there for him. Let go of the woman and get out of here. We're not here for you. And then we still got him. Ha-ho! Trespassing. Farm. Bill Buckler said that no less than 20 cultists have taken up residence on his farm. They claim that the house and the surrounding acreage belong to them. The Lord has given unto us this land for our suffering, according to the Buckler's unwanted guests. Some of the cultists are armed. Well, fuck. If I had known that this was going to happen, I would have sent out Kingston. Across the market, there's an elderly couple rolling a big blue cart filled with fruit that looks like watermelons. Hit the man with the nightclub and twist the woman's arms behind her back and throw her to the ground. Oh, jeez. Interrogate the elderly couple. Around the farmer's market, there are 3 carts. One of them is oranges filled with watermelons. 3 women are carrying something very something over to a small truck. Okay. Watch until someone goes to the orange cart.
911.
That makes sense. I think they'll be back just before this time's out. Oh, just in time. So how much will this need? 3, 6, 9, 1,200? Kingston can take it on alone, but let's not have that. Yeah, let's just send everyone else that is under 200 out there. Send the paddy wagon. Go get them, Tigers. Investigation has started. Which reminds me, I need, let's see how this goes down. Shame what happened to Amy's.
811 complete.
Trespassing report. Yay! Good job, people. Theft, arson. And now that I think about it, I'm gonna need a... Oh, well, they aren't considered dead yet. It takes a day of paperwork before someone's fully dead. I'm kind of happy Mole didn't die, though. That's pretty sweet. Amy's need to do some paperwork for this dead employee. Officially declare them as dead. Oh boy, donuts have energy.
So I went downstairs figuring I'd find some mercenary or an escaped serial killer or some other lowlife I'd put away, right? But when I hit the lights, I saw a young kid. Couldn't have been 20. Skinny, dirty. Didn't even have a real weapon, just a rusty shiv. He just stood there, didn't say anything. My whole career, I've been staring down the most dangerous people in the country, and the only one to get into my house and scare my family to death was just some kid about to crap his pants. And I pointed my gun at him, and he just stood there with his mouth open.
Bad luck for him.
He was pretty lucky to still be alive. And you know what? It was you that saved him.
I think you have me confused with somebody else, Ethan.
No. Listen. All these years, me and Marla joked about how dangerous my job is. We figured that sooner or later someone would sneak into our house and cut us to pieces, yeah? Pretty dark jokes, but innocent enough. And Marla asks me not to jump into gunfights when she kisses me on the cheek before I leave for work. It's like we figured that if we joke about stuff like that, then it'll never actually happen. But, while I trained my gun at the kid's nose, I finally realized someone really can get into our house. Someone really can cut us to pieces. Now that it finally happened, I can't make any more jokes like that. Marla won't laugh anymore. She'll burst into tears and stay in bed all day crying, hating me more and more every second. So I figured the only way out of the situation was to show her that if someone really does dare to break into our house, he's guaranteed to get a bullet in the face. He'll die right there on the living room carpet.
God, Ethan, didn't know you were so bloodthirsty.
I'm telling you, Jack, I was serious about shooting this kid right there where he stood. I was about to pull the trigger. But then I remembered you. Remembered 1,000 years ago, we went to the lake and had some beers after an ethics lecture at the academy. I was all angry with that professor, Laszlo, yeah. Remember what he always told us? Being a good policeman is very simple. You just need to keep doing the right thing. I hated those pretentious speeches. I cussed Laszlo up and down and said, if you always do what's right, you've turned yourself into a robot. And you just sat there, drunk eyes staring into the distance. And you were all calm and said, no, Ethan, it's the other way around. To do the right thing takes everything you got as a human.
I said that? Oh, what an idiot I was.
Come on, Jack, it's not funny. When things get bad, it's those moments you gotta be hopeful and stay human. And I did just like you said. I stayed human. And then I slapped the cuffs on the kid in one quick move, just like Bobby Flash.
Bobby Flash?
What? You don't remember Evening Freeburg, the old news column? Stories about the cop hero Bobby Flash? I heard they even published a book a few years ago.
Oh, that Bobby Flash.
Yeah, that Bobby Flash. How can you not remember Bobby Flash? We all argued at junior high about which one of us would be Bobby Flash when he grows up. Well, I'm no Bobby Flash. Hero cop would never think about shooting a terrified teenager. But wait a minute. If I'm not Bobby Flash, then maybe you are.
Yeah, maybe so.
Ah, whoops, sorry. City Hall intern found dead in apartment. Freeburg housing construction affordable. 21-year-old Allison Bell victim of brutal murder. Little pup. My son was in a car accident. The doctors are fighting for his life right now. I just can't manage to work today. Yeah, take the day off. Too tired to work. Why would you come in with no energy? Yeah, get out of here. It's a puppy that's chewing at my bag. This isn't Luigi's Mansion. You're not wrong, Zelfor. Today, some of my relatives have come to visit. They're from another country, and we've never met before. Nah. Let me look at my catalog. Sure, let's buy this and let's listen to it. Ooh, that's nice. Oh yeah, that's nice. Mafia, my shit. Oh wow, for the jewelry? Wow. You know what? I'm just gonna take all of that. Change detectives. As Freeburg police failed to detect the appearance of a famous serial killer in the city, it has become clear that your detectives simply are not up to the challenge. You have 7 days to fully update your detective roster. Find some smart young faces and those other assholes working for you. Keep them as far away from the police station as possible. No, fuck you. Jack, we hear your employees got on camera and said all sorts of rubbish to discredit you and the Freeburg police. We are put pressure on the TV studios to close down the show. From now on, keep your shy little monkeys over there in check. As for Revik and Tanashi, I want them gone by tomorrow. Hey. Okay, get out, you two. Get out of here. Oh boy. For sure they're preparing to apply against me. Why can't I do this? Yep, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Yeah, we'll send in, yeah, we'll just send some of our, lesser people. Well, we'll send those two, along with SWAT. Wait, funeral home or... studies? Yeah, I'll send somebody for that one. SWAT. Drug sales, Chinatown. An old man complained that a suspicious guy was lurking around his apartment building. He doesn't live here. I know the faces of all my neighbors. This guy's selling drugs. That seems like a bit of an overreaction, but sure. So 3, 6, I need about 750. So that's 300, 600, and send in beard sale as well. Wrong place. Dang it. Guy didn't have any drugs. He was only waiting for his girlfriend, who hadn't answered his call since they quarreled. Yep, thought so. Or I didn't think that. I just... You get what I mean. Okay. Let's get some more people working on this. Oh, we gotta go for this one now. Let's give that another try. Send this... Well, actually, I'm gonna save the SWAT this time. So, instead I'll just send Samadhi and, I guess Kemp. Or Mary. Mary can go. I need to get him up to 300s. Also, because I'm firing 2 officers over here, I'm actually going to transfer an officer from this team onto the other one. 240, 200. I think I'll actually send Kemp over there. Not seeing the SWAT. Just not for that one, because I already sent them to one other place. Also, I'm having to deal with the serial killer, so, you know. Assault with a deadly weapon. City Center. A man attacked a sales girl at the flower shop when she refused to give him a bouquet of roses on credit. Eyewitnesses report that the man stuck the poor girl with a pistol and started to choke her with some packing tape. All the while, he kept yelling, "I just want to be treated like a human! I just want to be a human!" Let's sing Kemp and Murata. Actually, we'll sing Kemp and Strong. Drug sales, report. Offender cut. Good job. Good job, everyone. It definitely works as some form of pizza man. Hello, Jack. I suspect you don't oh, okay, I already read this. I can actually send Mole over here. Whenever there's an instance of me needing somebody else, I'll make sure to pull some detectives away and assign them somewhere else. Assault with deadly weapon. Gotcha, bitch. Humans! Zelford gets it. Zelford gets it. Ah. One more song. There we go. That dog's really pissing me off.
710A in progress.
Oh, geez, a hostage situation. Christopher G. Sands Ice Arena. An armed man wearing what looks like an explosive vest is standing next to an attraction at the ice arena, demanding that the dangerous stuff be dismantled and removed right away. Park visitors and their children are trapped on the Ferris wheel, and the offender is refusing to let them leave. Sit in the paddy wagon and SWAT. Cecil, Scanlon, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12. That's about 12 right there. Let's make sure to get some trained people in there.
Go.
712 in progress.
How'd it go? They did it! Good job! Abduction, suburb. Gotta wait for my SWAT to get back. I'm not saying my people in without the SWAT. SWAT.
410B in progress.
Abduction, suburb. Felipe Santos said that his former business partner, together with 3 armed accomplices, broke into his house and demanded money Santos couldn't pay. He keeps all his cash is in the bank. So they kidnapped the man's wife and their infant and took them to an abandoned house on the outskirts of the suburbs. They ordered him to return with the money within 3 hours. His name is Rafael Souza. We created the company 3 years ago. Business was lousy, so he blackmailed me after the first year and forced me to buy him out for a huge sum of money. Now he's found out that the business turned around and he wants even more. Send the SWAT. Scanlon, hold on. 369, need about 900, so that's 400 right there. That makes 600 and 900. Homicide, motel. A motel manager saw some people dragging a limp body from one of their rooms. Now they're tearing the room apart. Obviously looking for something. Purdy. Purdy and Samadhi, go get them. God, I really should transfer another person over to B team. Let's see. Oh no, because the reason why... Wait. Shift A. She's on Shift B. Yeah, I think I'll send Strong over Shift B. Too many stripes on this side of the law. Don't think this is the case. We wait a bit longer. A man with a gun in his hand is smoking on the porch of the abandoned house. Go around the house to the back door. The music inside the house is pumping loudly. 3 armed men are sitting at a table playing cards, and in the corner there's a frightened woman with a child. Rush them in.
712 complete.
Rush them. We got them. Hooray!
We've got a situation here.
There's people shining flashlights inside the room, and the voices of the perpetrators are raised. This is the police. Come out with your hands up. The criminals are confused. One has a knife and the rest just have flashlights. There's a body on the floor covered in stab wounds. Take aim at the armed criminal. He's got a knife! That's how that works. That is how that works. Is the day ready to be ended already? That's crazy.
Boyd here, and I hope you have a hell of a good reason for calling me in the middle of the night.
I'm sorry, Mr. Boyd. I'll call you back later.
No, wait. You're the girl from the prosecutor's office. Lana, right?
Yes, exactly. Oh, I'm so embarrassed, Mr. Boyd. The first thing Mrs. Broom told me about you is that you almost never sleep. I don't sleep too much either, so I thought I'd call you and apologize for last time.
But it wasn't the last time, was it?
Well, I've been going over our conversation in my mind, and I realized how stupid I sounded. You're the chief of police, and there's a strange girl calling you, saying she'll be the next city prosecutor, just to share the news, I guess. I must have sounded crazy.
Not so
Sexual
crazy as you
tension.
imagine, Lana. When I learned I was going to be police chief, my parents were already dead, and my only friend was working 1,000 miles away from Freeburg. Wife and kids were relaxing on a distant island in the middle of the ocean. Took me 6 hours to get a hold of them. But I had to share the news with someone, or I would have gone mad. All the more because I was surrounded by half a dozen cops who figured they were ahead of me for the job. I figured you were feeling about the same.
It's like you're reading my mind. Now I'm like an outcast here. Most of them still think that Mrs. Broom was joking or trying to show her deputies that she's in charge of appointing her successor. But I know it's no joke.
Well, for some reason, I didn't doubt it, Lana.
That's probably why I'm calling you. I know it's selfish. I'm sure your wife isn't too keen on girls calling you at night.
My wife and I, well, we're not living together. Maybe I'm the loneliest man in town, and that's why you called, to talk to someone even lonelier than you, huh? Lana?
You know, Mr. Boyd, maybe I'm an idiot, but until this moment, I didn't realize how lonely I am.
Well, you're in luck, because now you can call me anytime. But if you do, you'll have to call me Jack.
Jack? It'll take more than one phone call to get used to that.
Well, we're not in a hurry, are we?
True.
Sexual tension.
44% Freeburg believes homosexuality contagious. Authentic uniforms of German General Karl Wolff discovered in city dump. Boutique sale invites stampede.
That's actually very interesting because, yeah, Karl Wolff is actually, like, across a whole bunch of different media, Karl Wolff is one of the officers of the Nazi regime that essentially was allowed to get away with the things that he did, or at least I think I'm remembering that correctly. And so, across a whole bunch of different media, essentially, you'll find that Karl Wolff is a he just ends up everywhere. None of it's true. It's just like people do it for like shock value or fun. Papworth didn't come into work. Papworth is getting fired. Looks like the janitor hasn't been around to clean the toilets today. I don't know about you, but I care about the cleanliness. No, you can't go home. Drank too much. Fucking come in tomorrow. Yeah, you can go to bed. Listening to this one again. I am so mad at those dogs right now. Bruno Savini turned out to be a member of a gang known as Atala Funeral Home.
He could help you take down the gang if you make him an informant. I accept. Federica Laterza. Interrogate. Bruno Savini, male, age 18. Subject suffers from phonophobia, once hospitalized for electrical burns, and since then he avoids electricity. Efforts by psychologists to help him deal with his childhood traumas have proven unsuccessful. Additional info. As a child, Bruno Savini was a competitive swimmer and placed in dozens of competitions. He gave up the sport after an unpleasant experience. After he finished swimming lessons one evening, some girls locked him inside his locker and left him alone there all night. Since then, he has repeatedly appealed to psychologists to help him with his fear of dark and closed spaces. He was also regularly exposed to violence at home. After the death of his parents in an automobile accident, Bruno Savini dedicated himself to his studies and graduated high school with honors. He received a scholarship to a prestigious college, where he was counted one of the 3 best students. He also took several side jobs while he was in school. On one of these jobs, at a Tala funeral home, he met Dante Gambino. They have since grown close. Mr. Gambino has assisted Savini in the past, bailing him out when Savini got into minor jams. He's even listed as Savini's emergency contact. Bruno Savini.
I've always wanted great hair. You do something special to take care of that? Zelfor, I don't understand.
Listen, I already got a girlfriend. You're hardly my type. Are we done here? Who you deliver drugs for? I work for myself, pig. Listen, you're young and clever. You help us and we'll help you. We'll put in a good word for you. You might even get to go to college after all. College, you assholes don't know anything about me. Start torture. We'll torture him. Torture with darkness. I'll do it again.
I'm sorry, that's fucking funny. I think he's done for.
Okay, I'll tell you. It was Dante Gambino. I got the drugs from him. I did what he asked.
Yeah, well, you know, he also had a fear of darkness. Darkness.
Starting an investigation. Serial murder. I'm gonna send in probably Sharo and Mole. Or no, those two are already... Okay, Mole and Armstrong are the only ones that are available for that then. Mole, Armstrong, send in the SWAT. A stripper from the club Twister was brutally murdered in her home.
Go get him, tigers! It may have been clever, Zelfor. I just didn't get it.
Please be informed that your employees have filed a formal complaint against you. We are gathering information and familiarizing ourselves with the circumstances of the case. That's fine. Listen, I was told to by the city hall. Here, we'll have a nice barbecue. That sound like an idea? I think it sounds like an idea. I can get, who's our most, Kochi's pretty tired. Kochi, I think Asano and Kemp. All the ladies. Yeah, those three can have a nice time. Serial murder, frames found. Oh, shit.
Jack, I'm so glad you've lived up to my expectations and accepted the rules of the game. So far, the feds are chasing their own tails, but you're following the trail of coins I've left for you. Feel how they're still warm to the touch? You're getting close. Sorry about your detective. I was just so excited to try out my new trap, but I swear it will never happen again.
Let's see. There's goats, okay. Fortune Bank, Beat Busters, Dance Studio, Hell on Wheels car dealership.
Robbery. Co-Institution 2000 Arcade. I have people screaming at the telephone because the guy's phobia name. Oh, okay. No, okay, that makes sense, Zelfor. Okay, yeah, I didn't pick up on it right away.
Clever dog.
A group of teenagers cleaned out a video rental car register while their owner, Bruno Boyce, was occupied in the back room. A store employee recognized one of the robbers, a regular at the arcade room.
Let's send in Strong and Kendall. Kendall! Okay, let me see this thing again. Let's see. Animals, it's a gourd, with, where could he have gone? Veterans House? No. LifeWire Store? Maybe. Fortune Bank? I don't think so. Beatbusters Dance Studio, Hell on Wheels car dealership. It's not that. Beatbusters. I don't think so. I don't think it's Veterans House. It might be Fortune Bank.
Might be.
Goodness gracious. Okay, almost seems religious. Pouring a whole bunch of food on animals. Huh. Beatbusters Dance Studio.
I don't know.
We have a situation here.
A teenager, fitting the description of the offender, is playing alone at an arcade console.
Confirm with the manager. Could be the LifeWire store. LifeWire.
Fortune Bank.
It could actually be Hell on Wheels. Because it seemed like a very religious thing. Or it looked like a very religious photo. I'll send people here, but... yeah. I can't send them all over the place. Armed robbery. I'm gonna have to go without the SWAT on this one. Riverbank. The silent alarm just tripped at Riverbank Central Branch. It appears that 4 to 6 armed robbers have stormed the bank and locked themselves inside. There are at least 15 visitors inside with them, along with dozens of bank employees. Kingston, 369, 1050. So we'll say in Kingston, Kemp, Asano. Actually, we'll keep at Kemp. Those three should be able to handle it. Ice Prince Cafe, fight. 15 hooligans burst into a cafe, broke the furniture into splinters, wounded the manager, and badly beat another young man. A man armed with a gun was at the scene, and he fired a warning shot, but the hooligans only laughed and continued their rampage. They're destroying everything in the area. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. That's 10 right there. That's about 14... 15. That should be fine. Unless we get the call that's more serious than they imagined. I really hope that doesn't end up being the case. Wrong place, no evidence. Yep. Oh, goodness gracious. Fortune Bank is going to be the next place I check out. I can't assign people to that right now. Fortune Bank. The next one would be LifeWire. It should have been LifeWire. Okay. I'll end up sending people there as soon as they get back. Terror threat. City center. The police intercepted a radio signal similar to the kind used by terrorist cells. They appear to be preparing a terrorist attack on Freiburg. The radio could only catch short snatches of dialogue. It sounds like two cells, codenamed Green, Snake, and Jupiter, are going to use something they're calling the Prophet's Hammer to make a giant explosion. Kingston, 3, 6, 9... Go get him. Okay, discovered evidence hidden by the dentist. Okay. Interesting that I actually did find something there. A toy police car. Interesting. Terror threat report. There weren't any terrorists in the abandoned apartment, no sign of imminent attack. The signal was transmitted by a toy radio. How funny. Drug sales, ghetto. The owner of a small grocery reports that teenage drug pushers are always hanging around the corner outside his shop. I'm tired of calling this in. You cops never do anything. The disappointed man then abruptly hung up. Kochi, Kojak, go handle it. No new frames. Couldn't just be those. Investigation. Yeah, I don't have as many people on that. Here, let's take out Basinger and Banner. Send them over here. Oh, and Glasgow can help out with that too. Yeah, we have a I have a pretty good amount of evidence here. Miss Ayers. Michael Ayers, nurse. I was about to go home when the building suddenly lost power and it got real quiet. Then I heard a muffled noise like a little clap from just down the street. The building had about 10 employees. I didn't notice the smoke at first, and when I saw the fire, I began to yell. But it was too late. Some people just didn't make it out. Sylvia James, doctor. At the time of the tragedy, I should have already been home. I was just leaving, and I ran into Ronald Sherman on the street. He's the ex-husband of one of our patients, who decided not to have her child after she consulted with the Freeburg Birth Control Union. After that, Mr. Sherman openly quarreled with his wife. I understand he beat her and later they divorced. Since then, he's come to our offices several times, and on the evening of the fire, he was standing across the road, wearing a large backpack. He made a point of walking past me, and he muttered something in the spirits of "burn in hell, bitch." I thought how close I already was to hell, if people could wear such ugly red sweaters. Oh, ugly red sweaters. Sean Galaviz, fire inspector. The fire was started with a small plastic canister filled with accelerant. Yep. Which was thrown from the street through an open window. When the fire began, the building was already without power, which interfered with the usual evacuation plan. Damage to the external cables showed that they were not cut, but simply pulled from the wall by force. So he pulled the wall. Well, probably showed up first. Got it. The house in which Mr. Sherman lived with his wife after their divorce and property went to his wife. He probably wouldn't be there then. A certain R. Sherman has made his home here for over a month. Kingston, Kendall. SWAT. Go get him. I have the best team. Jack, what kind of circus are you running over there? Tampering with evidence? Seems your men aren't so low after all. Just be glad that we don't want to see any more hype in the papers about this dentist of yours. We convinced the prosecutor not to investigate your little sideshow, but we did ask the feds to look into you. They'll be going over your correspondence with a fine-tooth comb. Found some cocaine. Unfortunately, with recent events, I can't... fuck it, I'll ask the Mafia to sell it. Arson, report. Offender cut. We got him, people! Good job. We can now end the day, and that opens up a lot more room with my investigators now. Ah!
Boyd.
Well, finally, Jack. I've been dying to reach you these past 2 weeks, but I thought I should give you some time to recover your strength. How are you feeling?
Better than ever, Mr. Sand. Touched by your concern.
Well, I hope this doesn't sound too sentimental, Jack. But while you were laying in a coma, I thought about our last meeting many times. It was such a fascinating conversation. You said it yourself. You're a true hunter.
No, Mr. Sand, it was you who said that.
Was it? Well, it doesn't matter. What is important, Kendrick told me a lot about you, Jack. But I suddenly realized that he didn't give me the whole story. Why is it you only want half?
What are you talking about?
Well, why is it you only want to make half? Not a whole million, just half. Not 100,000, but 5. It's a very specific figure. How did you arrive at that number?
Well, I was looking at a house a couple hours outside of Freeburg, down the river. I figured to buy it, move the family, and set everything up, I'd need right around 500,000. It's not my style to take more than I need.
Ah. I must admit, Jack, I imagined all sorts of reasons, but none of them were close to the truth.
Are you disappointed, Mr. Sand?
No, not with you, Jack. Quite the contrary. I respect you even more.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Mr. Sand. And now if you'll excuse me, I have to go home and get some sleep.
Of course, Jack. I just...
Oh no. He's starting to take his pills again. Oh jeez. That's a lot. Rumor, mayor's favorite stripper found dead in his home. Oh. A giraffe is coming to the zoo. 25-year-old Pamela Cox, latest victim of brutal murder. Good morning. Mr. Boyd, what's the reason you've called this press conference today? An important announcement. It's my duty to warn the people of Freeburg that there's a new predator wandering our streets, one who preys on young girls. Our sources tell us that 2 murders have already happened in the city, and a maniac nicknamed the Dentist is the killer. Why have you been so slow to warn the public? I'll blame the mayor. The mayor told me not to rush things. Nobody wanted a senseless panic. The Dentist is only one man. Can't the Freeburg Police Department handle one crazy loner? Nonsense. We're willing to work around the clock to catch this bastard. Do you believe it's specifically girls who are in danger? I would advise girls not to wear provocative clothing and not overdo it with the makeup. Do you have any information about the identity of the killer? That'll be all. That's all the information I can share with you for now. Thank you. Jack Boyd, watch out, girls. There's a maniac on the loose. Mayor's office arranging grand fireworks in honor of city. Green activists plant new trees in park.
Oh yeah, the work is definitely piling on. Truth is, if I didn't have Palmer helping me catch this psycho, I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah.
You know, when he got here,
And the stuff the newspapers are saying, is it true?
What are the newspapers saying?
The girl who was killed. She filed a sexual harassment complaint against the mayor? What about the other victims? Were they harassed by the mayor too?
Well, it's hard to say.
Is it true?
So far, the mayor's the only thing we have connecting the victims, but only one of them filed a complaint against him, and she withdrew it a few days later. Someone must have pressured her, but it's hard to say anything for sure.
But is it true? Do you think it's true?
Well, let's just say it seems like it might be. What's the matter?
The mayor raped me.
Can you repeat that?
The mayor of Freeburg, Stuart Rogers, he raped me. You heard me right.
When did this happen?
4.5 years ago when I was just out of college. They gave a reception for us at City Hall. Rogers gave a speech, and there were a few other speakers, then dinner. I drank the champagne, it was hot out, the music was loud. I was feeling dizzy, so I went to take a breath in a quiet corner. I found a conference room, then a few minutes later the mayor came in with his guard. Rogers whispered something to the guard, and the guard left. I didn't have time to figure out what was going on. Rogers just walked up to me, grabbed me by the throat and squeezed, and then he began to rape me. This went on. It lasted about 10 minutes.
Look, Lana, it would be very difficult to prove anything at this point, but
You wouldn't have to prove anything. I have a videotape.
A video?
A recording from a surveillance camera. A cassette. The raping mayor, sitting in my closet next to Kramer versus Kramer.
But how...
6 months after it happened, someone slipped the cassette under my door. This was the same time the city administrator, Mary Simmons, was dismissed. Quite a scandal, if you recall. I think that must have to do with it.
Lana, don't worry about a thing. We'll use this tape and ambush the bastard.
No, we're not going to do that.
Lana, listen to me. You need
It's
to...
been 4 years. Don't you think I've had time to think things through? I already decided I'm not pressing charges.
Lana, whatever you've been thinking, I promise you, it would be better if
No, it wouldn't be better. For the past few years, I've worked hard so that people would take me seriously, so they'd respect me as a professional. If I step forward now, I ruin all my efforts, my whole future, and I'll destroy my one chance to make this city better. I'll be a sympathy case, I'll be humiliated, and then I'll be attacked. And the one thing I won't ever get again is respect.
Damn.
Lana, you're
she is
talking
one
about
strong
covering
character.
up a crime.
I'm doing it because I know it's the right thing to do.
Then you're a fool.
Oh my God, I made a mistake. Just forget everything I said.
Lana, Lana! Shit. Shit!
Damn, this game is good. Love the story. Just love it. Anything new in the catalog? I'll go ahead and buy that now while it's still cheaper.
Let's go dirt cheap.
Jack, we just got a complaint about the Human Rights Committee. They claim that the police department has been practicing torture. We were able to hush everything up, but we are very disappointed in you, Jack. We don't need our public institutions attracting that kind of attention. Share with staff. Please be informed that the employee's complaint against you has been passed along to the prosecutors for further investigation. Please be informed that we are calling in 2 of the employees who initiated the complaint against you for official interviews. September 24th, your snitch claims that these are the employees. Kingston, why? I'll convince him. Gotta get a little dirty if you want to get things done.
That's how it works.
Now we can just get everyone. Well, I'm gonna keep Armstrong back. But everything can go towards this investigation now. Breaking and entering. Ghetto. Mrs. Peterson claims that the dentist is breaking into her apartment. I hear him drilling through the lock. You have to hurry. 2, 4, 6. Honestly, I think this is a false alarm. So I'm not going to send in the swap, but I will make sure that's a passing amount. Kochi, 2, 4, 6. Kemp, Kemp and Asano.
1210 in progress.
Suspicious individual. Octopus Restaurant. An inebriated guest of the restaurant noticed that the kitchen chef bears a striking resemblance to the dentist picture from the newspaper. Again, this is also going to be a false alarm. Donut, Silk, go get him. Yeah, we're going to be getting a lot of false alarms because we said something about it. It's okay, though. It's better for people to be cautious than it is for people to be in the dark. There weren't any holes in Mrs. Peterson's door, only neighbors out front doing repairs. Homicide. Fiona Kalis was found in her apartment with her head caved in. A meat tenderizing hammer was found in the woman's body. Next to the woman's body. Not in. That would raise a lot of concerns. I'll put Armstrong on it. Suspicious individual report. Yep. The fact the cook's description does not at all match the fugitive's Jack Boyd, there's a real war against the scumbags happening in the streets today, and it's a war we're slowly losing. I decided to open my own gun shop to help law-abiding citizens protect themselves from drug dealers and pedophiles. Today will be our grand opening, and I sure could use a couple of brave officers who could lure in customers by handing out flyers at the mall. I won't stay in your debt. I'll give your boys some toys that will surely be useful on the job. Together we will clean the filth and stench from the street. Kendall, Aquino, go get him. Harassment. The Last Picture Show Theater. A tale for a schoolgirl reported that a scary man with the face like on the news touched her shoulder during the show and said scary things in a strange language. I'll say in Kingston. 369 Kingston Kojak. Okay. We'll send Strong as well. No, Purdy.
1210 in progress.
A lot of people going in and back and in and back. Suspicious individual, Johnson, Jurgen, and Katz Law Firm. A man who resembles the dentist came into the office for an interview. The frightened secretary whispered on the phone, "He's grinning at me like he wants to kill me. It's exactly like his photo in the newspaper." Kochi, Kemp, Silk. Attempted robbery, hot dog tent. A homeless man is trying to rob a hot dog cart. Finally, something normal. Asano should be able to take care of that by herself. I'll actually send a Donut by himself. Okay, he won't go by himself. Donut and Asano. Go get him. Edward Herzig. Boss, that was a very strange job for police officers, but oddly enough, we're very tired out and got a lot done. Plus, Mr. Herzig gave us some nice guns. Man was not a serial killer, but a mild-mannered foreigner who was asking the girl to be quiet during the show. Yep, law of false alarms. That's what happens when you tell people, when you get people in a panic.
1210 completed.
I'm willing to deal with them. The seller said that the homeless man grabbed the money from his till and quickly disappeared. Visit the nearby homeless man. So, did you steal from that thing? No. They're coming with us. Okay. It was an innocent law student, and if he was smiling strangely, it was because he was nervous about the interview. Yep. Law of false alarms. Everyone's on edge right now. Investigation should be coming in soon. It's like I want... Well, no, Hold on. What shift are we on? We're on B shift. Kiesling investigation and Shersley investigation. I can get Gordon or Mole on an investigation. Let's focus on the Sands. Oh, we already are. Let's see this investigation. We'll get Mole up on it. Go get him, Mole. Swat. Hi, Desi. Welcome back. My hand slipped a little. Fair. My wall. Zelfor.
214 in progress.
Uh-oh. Public indecency. Cemetery. Cemetery caretaker Harry Tipton reports that a young couple is having sex among the number of very old tombstones and making disgusting sounds Mr. Tipton is afraid to approach. Aquino, Kendall, go take care of that. Theft. Details. We have enough. Gunrunner. George Sand is a lieutenant in the Sand Mafia family. He manages the flow of arms. He buys the guns, sometimes steals them, and isn't above pocketing the boss's money. George Sand has a bad back, so he usually works with a strongman accomplice, which makes him even harder to take down. The warehouse isn't under guard. The door is closed with a padlock. The padlock on the door was broken with a pry bar. The rare rifles with bayonets, which hadn't even been used during World War II, were on the second floor of the warehouse. The rifles were packed with long green boxes. The boxes were transferred to the truck with no plates, covered with a tarp and moved out. The man behind the wheel was George Sand. It's a bright green box, so these two couldn't be them. That's a gun. It was pried open. Gosh, so we need even more?
Chimney.
That's awesome, Zelfor. I ended up going to bed before I finished because I was just so tired. Like, I was insanely tired last night, which is very unusual for me. Well... yeah, I definitely need more. Investigation has started. Good. There are indeed naked young people laying among the tombstones. This is not 99% vanilla. Don't move, you're under arrest. I just coughed loudly. The young man jumps up quickly, shouts, "Please!" and turns tail. Run after the young man. Well, that's just funny. In the day.
Yeah, understood. Thank you very much, Walt. Sorry again for waking you up. Give my regards to Jean. Okay, gotta run. Hey, Martin, wait a minute. Martin, you still hang around with Bo Berenger?
Of course. In fact, he's my stepfather.
Great. Think he has a couple of men available? Today? Right now, in fact? There's something important I need taken care of.
Sure. Something you need help moving?
Not exactly. Here's the address. I need this house watched. All day and all night until I say stop. If anyone suspicious goes poking around, tie him up and bring him here. I'll pay double the usual rate. Or triple, whatever he needs. And nobody else knows about this, right?
Jack, they're more into looking after valuables, not houses.
What's the difference?
Well, these guys probably wouldn't care either way. Okay, Jack, no problem. I'll make the call. As for your retirement, I've been...
let's focus on today, Martin. Now keep that house secure, all right?
Okay, okay. I have a phone in the car. I'll call Bo right away.
I appreciate it, Martin. Believe me, I do.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah?
Anything else I need to know about this?
No. Better you don't.
Hello?
I'm an addict.
Please, I don't want...
Listen to me, Lana. I really am an addict. For 20 years now, give or take. I've been lying to myself that I'm in control of the situation, and sometimes it really seems like I am, but sometimes in the more desperate moments, I become completely dependent on the pills. And it's just dumb luck that I haven't killed myself. Or someone else. More than a few times, I've come pretty close. I've been stoned while I'm driving, was even stoned once during a firefight. I've been on drugs while I made decisions where dozens of lives were on the line. When I'm overworked, I need the pills. That's my problem. It's my weakness. But I always knew that if I admit my weakness, if I start talking about the problem publicly, if I go to rehab, then I'm already as good as retired. They'll take advantage of the scandal and get rid of me forever. It doesn't matter all the good work I'm trying to do at the police department. They'll just bury me. So I'm keeping my problem a secret, at least until I can retire. I have to. I know it's the right thing to do.
You realize, Jack, this is the first time you ever called me?
What?
You called me this time. I thought you were just waiting for me to stop bugging you, but now you called me and you opened up, even though you didn't have to. Maybe you're stoned?
What? No, I'm not stoned right now.
Well, Jack, I guess you need me as much as I need you.
I need you more than you need me.
Now I know you're stoned.
Lana, You
I heard everything you said, Jack. I understood everything just fine. You don't need to say anything else.
Right, exactly. Say no more.
Agreement. Police overwhelmed by avalanche of false dentist leads. Freiburg residents jumping at shadows. Police station desk sergeant. The dentist spreading panic among citizens. Middleton didn't come to work today. God damn it, Middleton. Was up all night ringing. No. Fuck you, Gambini. We'll just start the day, methinks. Who the fuck is Porter? I don't think I hired this guy, did I? Go away. Bah. I'm gonna give this stripe to Mole. We need somebody on the other. Mole just deserves it. Blues for Mr. T. Sure. One more detective. Sweet. Benny Cross. 400. He's old as fuck, but that's pretty worth it. Get him onto Shift B. Two decent police officers that I'm willing to take. Poots McGillicuddy. You're kidding me, that's awesome. Snitch was killed. The mutilated body of Andre Donut was found in the sewer. It seems the homicide was carried out by several men who were strikingly cruel and inventive. No, not donuts! Not donut. Damn you. Damn you all to hell. So we need somebody on shift B. We need another person on shift B now. I'll just balance it out. Shift B, shift A. I kinda want Poots McGillicuddy just for the name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Both. Oh, because the paperwork hasn't been filed for him yet. Poots McGillicuddy now works for me. Serial murder. 33-year-old Judith Pierce, former secretary of the mayor, was found brutally murdered in a motel room. Hold on. I currently have Marlowe here, who's still available. Probably send Hunter as well. These two investigators in the SWAT.
in progress.
Let's see it. Attempted murder, Desire Park. A woman claimed that she was just in the park and the dentist was chasing her. I even heard the sound of the drill and his eyes flash with devilish fire. This is definitely a false claim. 3, 6, 9, 1050. That is honestly all that needs to go out there. Tell me, a jogger wearing reflective glasses was in the park at that time, and there were drilling sounds coming from a nearby construction site. Of course. Got 3 new frames. Homicide, Buddhist temple. A sleazy-looking man burst into the temple, shouting, "Come get it, you peace-loving bald bastards!" and wounded 2 attendants. An eyewitness contacted the police and got out of there as fast as he could. He says someone else had already begun returning fire. Okay. 3, 6, 750. We'll send McStone. Been a little while since I last sent him in. Show me potato salad. Suspicious individual. LifeWire store. Saleswoman knows a strange man through the window carrying a drill. It looks just like that guy, the dentist from the news, at least from the back, and he's singing some wicked song. I'm afraid to go near him. Yep. More and more of this. Mirada Samadhi, go check it out. It's gonna be bullshit, but go check it out. At the center of the temple are 2 wounded monks, and there's a wounded old man moaning in the corner. He's dropped his gun near the monks. There's a trail of blood stains leading out to the left. Call for an ambulance. Inside the room is a small, scruffy-looking man muttering something about God. He is wounded, and next to him is a spent gun. Good job, McStone. Smoke weed every day. It was just an ordinary student. He was singing something from Metallica. Indeed. Sounds about right.
Man, people are just all over the place. No. We can get crossing on that one.
1111 in
Dump.
progress.
Drug sales, dump. The guard at the city dump has eyes on a meeting between two gangs, apparently both from Eastern Europe. The leader of one of the gangs is trying out a pack of white powder. The guards can't see how many people are there, but he counted 4 cars. $3, $6, $9, $12, $13.50. There's 800. I've been saying Scanlon and Beardsell. You know what? I'll send the SWAT. That's still pretty good, Zelfor. I typically only get like 1 ad every day, and it's like, oh my god. It's like, I want to support my favorite Twitch streamers, and you're not allowing me, Twitch. The gangs have already started shooting at each other and haven't yet noticed the police presence. Some are behaving like madmen and firing in all directions. Shoot the guy that's firing at us. A wounded bandit is running towards the police position. With one hand, he's gripping his wounded leg, and with the other, he's holding up a gun, which he points at everyone, one by one. The guy is obviously in a panic. His pupils dilate, and he's shouting something in an incomprehensible language. Hold him at gunpoint until people arrive. 50 men, 4 cops, done deal. They're only the best cops in town. Robbery. Port warehouse. An alarm went off in a warehouse that doesn't see much use. Okay. McStone, Samadhi. That honestly is all that's really needed. Yeah, go get him.
Progress.
Receiving stolen property. Suburb. Thanks to a tip with an informant, we've learned that a large shipment of imported alcohol, which was stolen yesterday from the port, is currently located at an abandoned house in the suburbs, where it's about to be split up and transferred to smaller sales points. There are at least 5 armed guards at the house. 3, 6, 9. There's Scanlon, Murata, and Mary. Robbery. Report place is abandoned. Apparently there was a short in the alarm's electrical wiring. There we go. That's much better. Yep. There we go. That's a good start. So, padlock on the door was broken with a pry bar. Rare rifles with bayonets, which hadn't even been used during World War II, were on the 2nd floor of the warehouse. The rifles were packed in long green boxes. So I can get rid of those 2. And this one, actually. Get rid of that one as well. Let me see. That's him packing it away. They go up. There's the guns. Got it. Drugstore. George Sand ran out of painkillers for his back and went out to get some more.
Or George Sand has tickets to the premiere of the new Bloody Shirt thriller. Probably the Painkillers. He is old. But we'll wait for tomorrow to do that. Ah, shit. 3, 6, 9, 12. I need another 300. So Vandal, go get him. Receiving stolen property. We got it. Good job, Vandal. We found some alcohol. We'll get the Mafia cell. Why on earth would, like, it's not too big of a deal, honestly. It's not too big of a deal. Declare dead. Former Secretary of Mayor Rogers found brutally murdered. 33-year-old Judith Pierce becomes third victim of the dentist. The dentist kills former Secretary of Mayor Rogers. Kingston didn't come into work today. Silk didn't come into work today. Terrible heartburn. No, it's your first day on the job. You kind of have to be with us. Well, considering this case, or this interesting situation. Kochi, congratulations, you've been promoted. White Russian. Let's listen to it. Ooh. Ooh, yee, I feel it. Drugstore. George Sand ran out of painkillers, so yeah. And we'll just send in... We'll send in Kino and Kojak. I want to save the SWAT. I remember when Kingston was Bay. Me too, Zelfor. Me too. Illegal business activities. Suburb. Electronics shop owner Henry Harker reported that 2 young men were collecting computers in their garage and selling them without a registered sales license. This upstart with his fat friend are trying to destroy my business. They're making a cheap counterfeits and misleading potential customers. These fraudsters don't have any respect for the law. Kendall and McGillicuddy. That should be enough, right? Hold on. 3... 450. No, that wouldn't be enough. I don't know why I thought. Send him along as well. There we go. The 3 new guys. Did we get him? We got him. Good job, everyone. Martin Sand. Martin Sand extorts some money from Jake Pritchett, a big-time loser at the races. Gordon, you'll get to work on this. In the meantime... Nothing on that right now, because we don't have enough detectives. Need people working around the clock for these sorts of things, so for this one, let's get Basinger and Marlowe. Oh, let's get Moser on there as well. For this one, Glasgow, Hunter, Porter, and Banner. Just need all of my detectives working all the time. Misses my stream. I'm sorry, Addie. Not that I didn't mean to. I stream at this time.
Okay. Don't hold it against me, okay, Addie? In the garage, they're doing some work that's making a lot of noise. No one answers the door. Forcefully knock on the door. There's a few students sitting in a jumble of computer circuit boards, soldering something. Let's go down to the police station and discuss what you're doing here. Yeah, I gotta get these guys just as much as I can. Disorderly conduct. Say Hall. A woman entered Say Hall carrying a basin. Proceeded to the restroom to fill it with hot water and took it to the front desk where she proceeded to wash her hair. The guard on duty called the police. Apparently the woman is protesting the fact that her home has been without hot water for 2 months and the city has failed its promise to fix the problem. Asano, go take care of this. Extortion and assault. Investigation. Oh, it's 6 cards! God damn it! This is terrible! I hate this! We're all going to die! Good job, Asano. Damn, Asano's amazing. Like, if I had the option of choosing Asano, Kemp, or Strong, I'd probably just kill myself. That's how it works. That's how it works. Okay. I'm expecting more, but... shame I'm no longer in control of the whole investigation anymore. Them damn feds had to get involved. Reckless endangerment. Say Center. A passerby noticed a suspicious worker carrying a drill dangerously close to the roadway. He pulled his helmet down over his eyes, but I never forget a face. I knew right away I recognized him. It's the dentist, and it looks like he's about to jump out on the road and start drilling people right in their cars. That's not how it works, and you're a fucking idiot, but I'll still send people over there because it's my job. Strong 369. Asano, Kemp, go get him.
1111B in progress.
Drug sales, the last picture show theater. Movie house cashier E. Moody noticed a suspicious van, which seems to be some kind of shop. He's afraid that drug traffickers have moved in next door. Purdy, take McGillicuddy. You guys got that. Reckless endangerment. Report. Worker was repairing the road and wasn't threatening anyone. Exactly. Assault. Gas station. A trucker grew furious when he discovered a dead cockroach in his sandwich. He grabbed the waitress by her hair and beat her head on the table. The roadhouse hostess called the police. Hurry, soon he'll be coming for me. He'll be coming for me. Not me! No! Strong King, go get it. Coming to NBC, Purdy and McGillicuddy. Coming to NBC, Purdy and McGillicuddy. The van is parked alone near the cinema. It looks empty. Walk up and quietly knock on the door. Someone started moving inside the van. Don't move. We got him. Leroy and Satan, Satan, Leroy and Satan. One's a magical being of darkness. The other one is working with Harkness. It's Leroy and Satan. Harassment. Eddie's Burgers. A woman is on the phone claiming that the person sitting at the next table is the terrible maniac from the TV. The man was starting
staring at his feet and carrying a work bag on his shoulder, which showed the contours of a drill. Kemp, Aquino, okay. Kemp and Kendall, you two can take care of it.
412A.
Assault report. We got him. Hello, Trolley. How are you doing today, my friend? Suspicious individual, suburb. A strange taxi driver brought me home one night, then stayed parked outside my house, looked up at my windows. I'm afraid it's that maniac who likes to come drill you at night. Please come quickly. I'm gonna drill ya. You wanna know where you're gonna get the clamps? The clamps! I'm doing pretty good, Trolley. I'm doing pretty good. One needs a bit longer. Drug possession. Started. Extortion and assault. That one's barely started. Harassment. Man was coming home from his work at a factory. The bag he's carrying holds only a change of clothes and a lunchbox. Tell me about this. We have 6 frames. I'm pretty sure I need more than that, though. Yeah, I only have 3 frames from that one. Extortion, assault. Only 3 frames. Yep. So it needs to wait. Yeah, so Trolley, you went to like a party yesterday, right? How did that go?
1210 complete.
Suspicious individual. The taxi driver was taking his break and enjoying a sandwich he brought from home. There was no drill in his car. Well. He died. Rip. Exactly, Zelfor. Exactly. Ending the day. Yeah, I have my investigators working around the clock. Drunken firefighter soaks pedestrian with hose. Christopher G. Sands Ice Arena hosts book fair. School bus crashes into candy store. Well, okay then. I was up all night. No, fuck you. Some pipes in my house busted. I need to wait around for the plumber. Can I take the day? Yeah, but come in tomorrow. Starting the day. Go and listen to that track again. Yeah, it has that nice bass tune that I really like. My share? Oh, 458. I'll share that with my staff. Tomorrow's the deadline. I'm not changing out my detectives. They're all doing a damn fine job. Mindy Reyes was returning from work after midnight and came upon a male corpse lying in an alley near her home. Okay. I'll get Glasgow working on that one. I'll reassign Shero to that. Glasgow, go get him, Tiger. Nothing good at the labor market. Some pogos? Well, I hope they aren't too hoppy. Just replace your detectives with more SWAT. If only I could, Zelfor. I don't believe that, troll. Theft. Everyday Mall. The well-known porn actress Betty Belly was caught shoplifting underwear. She's wearing the stolen items and refuses to remove them or pay. Oh no. Middleton, Quatch, go get this. This is actually Middleton's first day on the job. She has missed she's missed 2 days, which comes to a grand total of like 4 days off. This is a SWAT-only police force. I agree, Zelfor. I agree wholeheartedly. LA is behaving provocatively. Officer, you want to take it off me yourself? Persuade the store manager this can be solved amicably and arrange to meet with Betty alone. Oh no. No, we're just gonna put her in handcuffs. No, I won't, Zelfor, because... No. Just no. It's not 99% vanilla. Oh, Jiminy. Okay, wait until the other two get back. Fraud, St. John's Cathedral. A priest just called in saying there's a woman right on the front steps of the cathedral selling his parishioners golden tickets to paradise for 50 bucks a pop. What terrible blasphemy. You must arrest this lost soul immediately. McStone. Hold on. Samadhi, go take care of this. I'm sorry? Homicide, suburb. A gardener saw a young woman pushing her elderly wheelchair-bound husband into a deep end of a pool. Oh, jeez. Scanlon. Honestly, Scanlon could take care of it himself, but he won't. So, Van Dahl, go out there yourself. Jack, old friend, the police academy staff have come down with the stomach flu and a huge influx of new recruits is coming in. We just don't have the manpower. Help an old friend out. Send me 5 smart guys who can help organize everything and start up the program. Quatch, Milton, Beardcell, Mary, and Mirada. Go get them.
Mirada. Don't ruin Duke's fun. Just let it happen. No. Desi can do what Desi wants. As a woman standing on the steps of the cathedral, a long line of people are waiting to speak with her. Take a turn and watch what's happening. The pup yells out, "Police!" and throws the rest of the golden tickets into the crowd, then runs away. The crowd of people trying to grab more tickets are hindering the police. Out of the way. Get the fuck out of the way! I like to think Samadhi is the one that tackled that person. Good job, Samadhi. That's not how we work, Zelfor. That's not how we work at all. Good job, Scanlan and Van Dahl. Chief, it was just a crazy day. Oh, shit. But we were glad to have a hand in shaping our future officers. To be honest, we all have a lot to learn, especially Quatch and Marionac. They were awful. The captain even forced them to stay behind for retraining. Oh no. But Middleton and Beardcell ended up getting promotions, so that's pretty fucking cool. Like, I support that. Live a little. No, Zelfor. Zelfor, I send SWAT to a shit ton of places. And once all of this driller business is, dentist business passes over, I'll be sending the SWAT out even more. Attempted carjacking. Live Good Mini Market parking lot. An elderly woman reports 2 men in business suits circling a car in the parking lot, trying to get in. The woman repeated the conversation she heard. What do we do now, genius? Break the window? Send in Scanlan and Samadhi. Because you only need 600, and that's 700 right there. Go get them! Not enough. Oh my god! Hold on. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 5...
I can actually do this with just 3 officers, I think. Send in the paddy wagon. I'll wait on it, though. Just in case there's a, the situation is worse than it appeared. Yeah, I gotta send them. Go get them! I don't think I even read that what that was, now that me thinks about it. Whoopsies! One of the suspects turned out to be a vehicle's owner who had accidentally locked the keys outside. Yep. That sounds about right. Getting some good stuff in right now.
See, they're fucking amazing!
Three, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome. These 2 can take care of it. Suspicious individual, residential area. Shuang Mao was taking out the trash when she saw 4 men in expensive suits knock on a neighbor's apartment door, then go inside. One of them caught sight of Mrs. Mao. He approached her and politely asked her to forget everything, warning her that talkative people often have untimely accidents. Soon afterwards, the sound of screaming and muffled gunshots came from her neighbor's apartment.
Go get him, you 2.
I'm so happy I have such amazing police. Get back here soon, you 3. Oh, okay. Well, that's not fucking my fault. It decided to disappear before I even finished timing. Bullshit. Oh, okay. 3, 6, 9, 12, 1250. Just send in the last 3. I just realized the police chief doesn't take a single fucking day off. That's terrifying. Mafia, sell this. Ending the day. School textbook cost rises 50% this year.
Ah, that's awful. Those things are already fucking expensive. Costs like $300 just for a history book, and now it's like, hey, now it costs $450. It's like, fuck you.
Municipality allocates $2 million for airport reconstruction. Weatherman predicts coldest temps in city history.
Fair.
Papworth didn't come into work today. God damn it, Papworth. Some relatives are visiting. I'm gonna say no. There's a big sale going on today and I don't want to miss it. Can I have the day off? Cecil! Come on! Ah, no, fuck you. You took yesterday off. Can you believe that guy? Just really like this one. I just really like it. I'm gonna have to look up the... I'm gonna have to download the entire OST for this, this thing. Zero Murder. Apartment house. Gotta pull across. And, somebody else. Sharrow's an option. Actually, Sharrow is an option. He's the only other option. Sharrow, cross, along with the SWAT. Go get him, Tigers. Jack, you swore an oath to serve the city. No, fuck you. Funeral for Donut.
Let me hire a snitch. Actually, I don't even... Yeah, I'm fine. I've had 7 officers dead and 1 detective dead throughout this entire thing. You've been doing a really good job of 9 and 1. Serial murder. Frames found. Oh, Jiminy. Give frames to the feds. Attempted murder, St. John's Hospital. A patient complained that his dentist was drilling his teeth with such fury that the man had to escape and flee from the office. All the time he was wearing that mask that they wear, but I recognized his eyes. It was exactly the same as dentist from yesterday's news release. I just knew he was going to kill me. God damn it, you fucking idiot prick dick. Silk, Kindle. Just go check this out. Gosh, people are such whiny ass bitches. Can you believe these people? Whiny ass bitches. Oh, the dentist, he's going to get me. Wah! Attempted murder. Yep. Trespassing, apartment house. An elderly woman just called in saying that some strangers are trying to break her door down. Please hurry, they're scaring my cats. Okay then. I was saying Kane, McGillicuddy, and Asano. Go get them, tigers. Can't believe them. They're just like Desiree. I see, Desi. I see. So, you're a coward, Desi? Is that the implication? Vehicular accident. City center. A biker crashed into a car that was driving through an intersection against the lights. Eyewitnesses reported that the driver was drunk or stoned. He exited the car, turned on some loud music, and began to dance next to the biker's bloody body. Holy fuck, that's brutal. Silk, Kendall, go get him. Oh, okay. Neighbors are pounding on the woman's door. It's a young couple exhausted by the yowling cat and the incredible stench. Yes, she has 50 cats in there. Ask neighbors to move away from the door and knock. Several multicolored cats run from the apartment and the male neighbor in rage is trying to trample them. Catch the cats and snuggle them. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll snuggle them. I need to take a look at investigations. Okay, yeah, that should be enough. So, John Kalis. Someone banged on the door and my mother told me to hide under the bed and close my eyes and ears, and be as quiet as a mouse. I only heard muffled screams. When I got out from under the bed, I found my mother in blood and I called the police. Oh, poor kid. Medical examiner. The fatal blow was struck by a blunt object to the head. The killer was standing behind the victim. Death was immediate and the body shows no other signs of violence. Mrs. Orgy. I heard Fiona swearing with her brother. He'd come around again begging for money at her doorstep. Then she started yelling at her son. He always sits there in front of the TV playing these stupid games until he turns blue. And then my phone rang and I talked with my friend for an hour and a half. First responding officer. The door to the apartment was open when I came in. The boy was sitting in front of the TV playing some game on the console. He didn't even turn in my direction. I think he was just in shock. My mother was laying dead there right in front of me. Peter Endure, the victim's brother.
Yes, I went to my sister to borrow some money. I lost my job and the bills were piling up. I expected her help like I've helped her in the past, but she refused. But I didn't kill her. We had a fight and yelled at each other, and then I went home. I watched a movie I rented and went to bed. I think it's any of that. Someone banged on the door. Close my eyes and ears, be quiet. So... probably. Huh. The implications that one of the kids did it, that's a thought. Oh, it was from behind. This kid fucking did it. He's a murderer. Heard Fiona swearing with her brother. She definitely would have had to have closed the door at some point. An instance of transference, it appears. Games until he turns blue, and then my phone rang and I talked with my friend. Goodness gracious, okay. He's saying he didn't do it. Boy was sitting in front of the TV playing some games on the console. He didn't even turn in my direction. I think he was just in shock. Somebody was laying dead there right in front of him. She answered the door. Leaves in shame. Yells at her son. Comes up behind her and smacks her with a hammer. Goodness, this is a hard one. It's 6 frames, that's why. But I didn't kill her. We had a fight and yelled at each other, and then I went home. Watched a movie I rented and went to bed. Someone banged on the door. My mother told me to hide under the bed and close my eyes and ears and be as quiet as a mouse. I only heard muffled screams. When I got out from under the bed, I found my mother in the blood and I called the police. Oh, okay. Being with her money at the doorstep. Then she started yelling at her son. He always sits there in front of the TV. Okay. So I want to say that, yeah, this happened. Oh, maybe this is her actually closing the door. Goodness. Killer was staring behind the victim. Death was immediate and the body shows no signs of violence. Okay. Someone banged on the door. Which was the brother. He asked for money, but she wouldn't give it, so he ended up leaving in shame. Huh. Hi, Trolley. Just trying to figure out a case right now. She then yelled at her son, who proceeded to... I could have swore I had this right. He never ended up forcing his way in there. This one's a possibility. I don't think it is. Hold on. Or is this him closing the door? Okay. Well then. That's stupid. One moment, my thing is bugging out. There we go. Homicide, ghetto. Peter Andere rents an apartment in the ghetto where his nephew John Kalis is staying until his father returns from a business trip. But that child is a fucking murderer, so go get him! Oh. Fuck, I forgot to send the SWAT. Because we need the SWAT in order to arrest this child. Of course, the child did beat his mom to death, so... Details. Suspicious individual, vegetable shop. An old woman was out buying vegetables and saw by the exit a man who, in her words, was the spitting image of the dentist. I haven't dropped my shopping bag in fear. 3, 6... Strong, Kojak, go get him. Good job, people. Let's see this. Yeah, that six cards, 4 of them are true, assuming 2 are false. That should be enough. Dante Gambino is an old and reliable employee of the Atala Funeral Home. His job is to import and distribute drugs. The cocaine is stored in a metal urn normally used for ashes. The office is open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The goods are brought through the main entrance after closing time. A truck filled with urns comes twice a month. The driver moves the boxes filled with the product inside the funeral home. Okay. The drug-filled urns are stored in a fireproof cabinet in the office of Federica Laterza, the owner of the whole operation. Dante Gambino keeps a key to her office, which he wears on big chain with a lot of other keys. Structures up, they take them in. Easy. Atala Funeral Home, Dante Gambino spends most of his time at work. Fair. Purdy, go with McGillicuddy. It's Purdy and McGillicuddy. Good job, you 3. Attempted carjacking. Parking lot. A passerby saw a hooded man trying unsuccessfully to open a car door in the parking lot. He's swearing loudly and nervously, looking around. Kochi, take Kane. And Abel. This one, yeah, don't have enough. That being said, we can now assign more officers here. Let's get these 3 officers on it as well. We're going to pull Cheryl from it. And Cheryl will actually help on working with this one. There we go. I'm cool with that. Done pretty well. I think it's gonna go downhill a little soon because the feds decide to take up the whole, yeah, we're doing the investigation about this whole dentist situation. Like, if it was me, I'd believe in myself. I don't believe in the feds. Yeah, this, it's 180 days, actually, Troll. The old woman doesn't see very well. The man doesn't fit the dentist's description. Oh boy. Drug sales, ghetto. Well, let me take a look at the other one. Holy fuck, monkey! A robbery and drug sales. Oh. Robbery farm. A farmer just called in, and by the sound of his voice, he's clearly shaken. I saw my cows were gone, so I ran out into the field yelling for them, but they were nowhere around. Then I looked up at the sky and saw a UFO hovering over the next field. Ah, yeah. Hi, Zero. You feel hungover? Why is that? It's the aliens that stole my cows, and now they're taking my neighbors, too. Someone tells me I shouldn't believe that. Ghetto. Drug sales. According to an anonymous tip, a big drug deal is about to go down in an abandoned house. There's a large shipment of heroin on the line, so all parties will likely be armed. The deal is supposed to happen on the 4th floor. Send the SWAT. 3, 6, 9, 12... Well, all we need is Kingston, honestly, but let's try to avoid that. What's in those 3? That should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm entertained with this game because of the El Noir feel, and also all of the jazz, man. Too many tall beers. Yeah, that'll do it for you. Go get them. As for this situation, I have to send people. Pretty sure it's a false alarm, but I gotta send people.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have
The man is still messing around with the car. He breaks the window out of the driver's door and climbs inside. Pull out the taser and tell the man to exit the car slowly. The other man is searching for something in his pockets. Don't move. It turns out he was just a really nice fellow all along. Was going to offer us some Trident layers. Ho! This section would get boring to you. I don't know. I think it's because I'm a math whiz. Like, I really enjoy math. And so it doesn't bother me. And you know, there's a sort of like strategy about it. Fuck, that was the wrong place. Okay, try again, but this time over here. McGillicuddy, Asano, go get him. Holy fuck, monkey.
Looks like we have a situation.
At the entrance to the building, there are 4 cars being watched by 2 guards. Arrested 2 men and... Just climb the fire escape. You get those guys later.
1111.
Math is also your forte? I don't know. I could just have... Maybe it's just my sort of game. I also like the art style a lot, too. That has a huge impact on me as well. The overworked farmer mistook a bright-colored kite for a UFO. The cows were peacefully munching their hay in the stalls. The farmer's son had led them into the stables and forgot to tell his father. Sounds about right. I mean, I knew it was gonna be that. I just had, you know, it's the job. You gotta send people over. Yeah, when I was younger, one of the things I wanted to do was actually going to the fire department, and then later I wanted to go into the. Actually, it wasn't even. It was actually a long while later. It wasn't until like my last few years of high school that I actually even considered the whole going into police management. So that might be why. I don't know. Reckless endangerment. Summer camp. A children's camp counselor named Roland Slayton reports that 2 young girls in creepy costumes and masks are frightening the children. They were already on edge, having read each other horror stories, and now they've run off into the woods. About 24 children are currently unaccounted for. The girls in scary suits are running around chasing them, and they're scaring everyone to death. They'll scare the children deep into the woods, and I'm afraid we'll never find them. But I want my paddy wagon. I want my paddy wagon. Give me my paddy wagon. Okay, there we go. I believe in Kingston. He's got this. 3, 6, 9, 12. So we'll send in Kingston, Silk, and Kane. I believe they've got it. We'll send in Kendall as well. Extortion. I don't think that's all. Homicide. Possibly all. I'll give it one more day. Drug possession. Good job, you 3. Again, Mole really needs to... I really need to give Mole a, what is it called? A promotion! Port. Federica Laterza controls the drug ring. Mole, Armstrong, go get him. I like Mole and Armstrong. They're so cool. One of these days I hope to be just like them. Oh gosh. All of the food that I ate earlier is like sitting comfortably in my stomach after sitting uncomfortably for a long time, so I'm getting the hiccups. Oh, it hurts. Especially since I like inhale whenever I'm eating. I don't know why, but my body is just like, inhale right now. And I'm like, yes, food. It has to be in my lungs as well. That's the only way to truly be full. Ending the day. Burley murdered Veronica Larson, once favorite restaurant manager of Mayor Rogers. 4-year-old woman lays dentist victim. Dentist now hunting middle-aged women. Let's start the day. We'll go with this one. Fire in the brain. Just can't get it out. Gotta share with my... Well, nah. I'll just take off this one. And my salary. Nope. No new change in lineup yet. Let me see. Let me take a look. I'm gonna pull Basinger from this investigation. And I'll pull, probably Hunter and Porter from that one. I'll put them over here. Oh, I didn't even see we had Banner. Banner can stay on the extortion and assault case. Ten out of 10 music. Damn straight it is, troll. Again, freaking... all of this is just amazing. I think, well, yeah, it's, I'll definitely keep in mind Papers, Please, but, no, like, I can see your thoughts, Zelfor. If you think about it, it's a sort of game where it's just, like, where it's essentially just monotonous, everyday routine. You know, nothing really changes. You're just doing the same thing every day, but... you know, different challenges, you know, challenge you, forcing you to have to change things up, or you have to please certain people while at the same time letting others suffer. You know, it's kind of like that. So no, this game actually is a lot like Papers, Please. It's just that the way that the gameplay is different, but the overall concept is
essentially the same.
The Interministerial Committee is in charge of certifying select emergency personnel. Please send 2 of your most serious and reliable employees. I'll send Beardcell and Mirada. They got this. Or it's raining now. Yeah, at the end of the day, I should have the rest of the evidence for that one. Drug possession. Chinatown. The police received an anonymous tip that the Dirty Harry dry cleaners is a front for a cocaine ring. 3, 6, need 750. Vandal Samadhi, you got this. I said 750. I think yeah, no, it needed 5 people. Yeah. The dry cleaners is empty, aside from an elderly Chinese woman dozing behind the counter. Wake her up and show her the search warrant. Chinese woman wakes up, sees the cops, and starts shouting, then pulls a shotgun from under the table. Shoot the woman. Somebody, no! 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 That's what somebody would have wanted. No!
1210 in progress.
Not somebody! Not somebody! Why couldn't it have been Fandal? Why?
Should've tased her. I should've, Zelfor. I should've.
Suspicious individual. Church. A priest believes that the dentist is sitting right there in one of his services. The heathens is still sitting there in the last row. I've got to go back on. Just hurry. Middleton, Robbins, hold on. 3, 6, 9. I don't even need to send that many. It's obviously a false alarm. I'll send Scanlan as well.
Should tased her. Just should have tased her.
412A in progress. 311B in progress.
Assault, ghetto. A man came into the Black Handsome barber shop and presented a gift certificate for a haircut surprise. As specified on the certificate, he was blindfolded and trimmed, but then the man saw what happened to his hair. He became enraged, smashed the window, and attacked one of the barbers. Oh shit. 450 is what's needed. McStone, you got this. Okay, fine. Go with Vandal. Just be careful. What's going on over here? Holy fuck, monkey. A massive fight.
Well, I know what I'm not doing. Hi, Breeze.
Man who the priest believed to be a dentist was just a regular parishioner, Mr. Saunders, who had simply changed his hairstyle.
God damn it.
We've got a situation here.
Cuphead is a fucking awesome game.
The man is threatening to cut the barber's throat with a shard of the mirror, unless he fixes the haircut. Look, you got bigger problems than a haircut. Good job, McStone. Vandal.
I miss Samadhi.
415 in progress.
Yeah, we'll get back just before. Massive fight. Beach. A mature woman who came to the beach to swim with her 2 grandchildren lost her temper at 2 girls who were sunbathing topless. The ladies started with a number of nasty comments when they were When they were ignored, the woman began to beat the girls with a switch, yelling, "Shameless! Shameless!" 2 men stood up for the nudist, and soon several others joined the fight. Paddy Wagon 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Cecil? That's 800. Let's just round it down to 850 if we send in Scanlon. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15. That's enough. Oh yeah, no, it is an amazing game. Like, again, I love the cartoony aspect of it. It's hard as fuck, yo, but I love the cartoony aspect because I am an avid fan of cartoons. I think that they're amazing, and it's very old-timey, which makes me just absolutely love it. Reckless endangerment. City Center. A construction worker involved in the restoration of a historic building got in over his head, and the walls of the building began to crumble. Larger pieces are falling from the floors above, threatening the lives of passers-by. Witnesses reported that the construction worker quickly worked his way down by rope, then threw his helmet to the ground and ran away. McStone? Okay. Van Dahl also go. I'm gonna need to wait for some officers to get back before I can take up that one, but I don't think anyone will. Yeah, I can't even send the SWAT.
415 complete. Looks like we have a situation.
The crowd managed to calm down, but the nudist received a few bruises and they've refused to get dressed. Silently watch the naked woman's breasts and smile. Oh no. Oh. Yeah. Febreze, it's like the Dark Souls of cartoon platformers. Either you cover your chest or we're going down to the police station right now. Someone shouts from the crowd something about shame and sin. The fight starts up again. Use the nightsticks. Beat the shit out of some people. I like to think Middleton is like a 300-pound, cop lady, and she like got into the fight, and people are like trying to take her down. It's just one of those classic scenes of like the circle of an indecency, and people are just charging at her, and she's just like, "Watchow! Ha! Wah! Oh, nobody messes with Middleton! Watcha!" She's just beating the crap out of them.
1210 in progress.
Yeah, I couldn't get that one. Like, if Samadhi hadn't died today, I would have been able to do it, but Samadhi's dead, so I couldn't do it. We're gonna need the SWAT. This one should be the last one for the day. Oh, never mind. Holy fuck. Double fuck. I don't believe this to be the one. Police impersonation. Ice Prince Cafe. A young waitress at the cafe noticed a man dressed in a police uniform who fit the description of the dentist. I don't think it was a gun in his holster. I think it was a drill. Dang it, you can't pull this shit with me. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. That's 800. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 1400. That's more than enough. Well, if I send the SWAT with you? No? Take Middleton as well. Will that make you go? Yay. Then you guys check out the other side. Send in the SWAT. There we go. That should be all of it. Double SWAT. I can't double SWAT. I can only send them one at a time. Yeah, exactly, Febreze. Exactly. I can only send them one at a time. It's annoying as fuck. Because I can send them out 4 times in a day, but it's only one at a time. King of the Bookies. Martin Sand is a lieutenant in the Sand Mafia family. He manages a network of bookies and enjoys personally collecting the especially large debts. Even though he has repeatedly been instructed by the family boss not to meddle in such affairs. Martin Sand hates automobiles and travels everywhere on his favorite horse, Snow White. Snow White, so, no brown horse, I presume. Martin Sand never leaves the house without a gun, but he rarely ever uses it. He prefers to beat debtors with a large whip and finishes his victims with a shank. Martin Sand wears cowboy boots and spurs. Cowboy boots and spurs, so not that one. I'm gonna need more cards, it seems, because them boots don't match. Or that boot doesn't match with that boot. It's gonna have to wait. Gonna have to wait another day. How about this one? Jesus, Lord, and Satan. His right hand has been severed and there's bruises behind the knees. There's 3 bullet holes in the chest and a lot of blood around the body. Mindy Reyes, the waitress. What do you have against vehicles? Vehicles? Oh.
I didn't recognize him at first, but it's my neighbor, Edgar Sanchez. I often met him with a tough, dangerous-looking woman. They're always fighting loudly. I remember she was ugly with a tattoo of an AK-47 on her neck.
Mr. Jones. Prince Jones, homeless. I woke up to hot, rending screams, but when I got out of my box, everything was quiet. I only saw a man from behind. He had a gun in his belt, and he got into one of those expensive cars. He looked like a man, but he had long hair, so who knows about this prick? There's a lot of those fags hanging around. Jay Schuyler, landlord. The other day, I saw Edgar Sanchez arguing in the street with some weird guy in a hood with a cane. The guy poked Edgar in the stomach a couple of times with his cane. I thought about calling the cops, but they just shook hands and went their separate ways. Sanchez was always paid his rent on time and in cash, though I don't think he had a job. I think he was into drugs and maybe something else illegal. Medical examiner. The hand was separated from the body while Edgar Sanchez was still alive. The smooth edges of the wound indicates that it was inflicted in one swift motion. The bruises in the popliteal region were from a hard object like a nightstick or a club. Apparently the culprit first forced his victim to the ground, so it's not that. This is up there somewhere. Nightstick or a club. That's up there. So it couldn't be this person. So this is useless information, it looks like. Oh, thank you, Febreze. Now I know. Well, I knew that, I just didn't know how to say it. I was just like... Mr. Jones, please. I mean, there were several instances where the N-word was used, I think. And rape is almost thrown around freely in this game. Has a gun in his belt. Got one of those expensive cars. So this has to be the ending scene. Got it! Awesome sass. Fuck, I have nobody. Oh, it doesn't matter. The person leading the investigation isn't even here right now. Oh, no, she is. Well, fuck. Hopefully they get back before 3. Nah, they won't get back before 3.
1312.
Tell me about it. Man turned out to be a regular Freeburg PD employee.
1210 complete.
The man turned out to be a harmless drill salesman. He was drinking because he wasn't having much luck with his business on account of the dentist. People these days don't like strangers carrying drills poking around, and who's going to feed my children? The generalists? He's not wrong. Yeah, be glad you don't live in their world. Well, this game is supposed to be taking place in, like, the 50s, 1960s or something like that. It's during times when, shit was really, how do I put it? Not good. Or wait, actually, no, cut that. Actually, no, I think it's actually 1990s. It actually may be 1990s. In any case, it takes place before the 2000s. It is 80s and 90s, yeah. I'm not exactly sure why I said 50s and 60s. The 90s were a different time. Fair. We'll declare Samadhi dead. He's dead, damn it. Makes me sad. Massive day-long power outage in city center. Fuck, that's foreshadowing. Elementary school students stuck on Ferris wheel. Bikers donate blood at Central Hospital. Rip Samadhi. Damn straight. To think I wanted to fire him at one point. Exactly, Zelfor. I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight. Yeah, go take the day off, old man. And you take the day off, too. No, you're not taking the day off because of a broken bathroom. Listen, Samadhi ended up dying and he didn't break a bathroom mirror, you fat fuck. I'm sorry, I'm just so angry. I'm sad over Samadhi dying. I'll buy this before it gets more expensive. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and just make all of the buys right now. We'll listen to Fire in the Brain. F. Yep. F to show respect. Yay, more pay. More police officers. Okay. Gay Castile. This fucking name. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be a person on shift B. Gosh, she is everything that's wrong in this world. Like, according to the people in this world. Fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, Jonathan Roth, Shift A. And you know what? She is all the minorities, exactly, Febreze. I have to. I have to. Listen, I know that Glasgow isn't here, but I want to get this done now so that I can free up some space. So Kingston, McGillicuddy, and you know what? Take the SWAT with you. He loves Chinese food and can always be found at this restaurant. Yeah, go get him. Yeah, good job, Mary. Flunked all their exams and brought dishonor to the badge. So does that mean he got fired? That's a shame. Harassment. Jimbatin Bakery. Right in front of the store, a strange man came around the corner and accosted a young woman as she left the bakery. The owner of the bakery thinks it could be the dentist. You got to understand, he's scaring my customers. 367. You and you.
knows? Does anyone have a known political view? Nope!
Yeah, we got the bitch. Sweet. Now I can start pushing my detectives towards other locations. Shero, start working. Actually, we only have one person working on that case right now. So, Shero, come back. Get to work on this one. His name is Faust, not House, Faust. Why do they... Because you can figure it out. I just haven't assigned anyone in order to figure it out. I think you're supposed to bring them over to, like, company dinners or something, but I've just been like, whatever. Yeah, like, I can... Like, I also know that it's a whole relaxation thing, which is one of the reasons why I don't do it. I could hire a snitch, though. Which I think gives a chance of it happening. Kane! How would you like to be my snitch? Fight. Freeburg Elementary School. Headmaster Rihanna Smith reports that two mothers were fighting right there in her office. She had called them in to discuss the behavior of their children. It seems that Mrs. Klein's son often makes fun of the daughter of Mrs. Masters. The girl finally had enough abuse and stabbed the boy's hand with a pencil. Damn! Go get him, Kane. Disorderly conduct. Business center. A man with 3 pit bulls entered the business center when local security warned him that the dogs weren't permitted. He started threatening to let the dogs off their leash if anyone gives them trouble. Kendall, Aquino, go get him. I just don't want to hire people that only have 100. Like, yeah, I need the manpower. I need all the men I can get. But if they suck, I'm not taking them. Because the average is supposed to be 150. I only took Gabe because of her name. I thought it was funny. The man is actually the owner of a new bakery, and he was trying to lure away Jimboton Bakery's customers.
God dang it.
Mr. Boyd, I'm... Blake Cage. Mr. Boyd, I'm preparing a long article for the magazine Righteous Life. And the theme of my article is cop sodomites. According to my investigation, tragic deaths are striking 13 gay police couples across our country's great cities. A satanic pentagram is emerging from the map. Perhaps the devil is telling them that even he cannot accept them. According to my predictions, the next death will happen right here in Freeburg. The problem is that I need to visit 6 more cities, so I don't have time to wait around for it to happen. In fact, I'll only be in the city a couple of days. I hope you can somehow, accelerate the process. I'll pay you generously. And don't worry if the dead cops turn out to be straight. Like my editor always says, dead men don't file lawsuits. Fuck you.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
3-6. They're fine.
Being in a coma is the only way to sleep. Think about it, social justice has really gone a long way
since the 90s. Like, a very long way. Like, it used to be that, just... It was only, last year that there was... Or, maybe not last year, maybe 2 years ago? That, there was the whole, gay rights, finally accepted, right? So that's a pretty big leap forward. Things have really changed in the span of 20 years. Huh, crazy. Animal abuse farm. Bill Buckler says some madman came in onto his farm with a hatchet and started attacking the cows and other animals. Well, okay then. Strong, Kemp. Go get him. Uh-oh. Massacre, St. John's Hospital. We got an anonymous tip that the dentist broke into the women's clinic and is killing the patients. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Kingston, go take McGillicuddy and Silk and prove this wrong. I love Kingston. He's just like, yeah, I'm amazing, I know. Soon he could take on entire police force parties all by himself. Just like, he shows up and it's like, what's that? 20 men that all have riot gear and automatic weapons? I got this. But you only have a pistol. I know. Mr. Boyd, I want to shoot a scene featuring one of the finest landmarks in the fair city, the Corn Monument. This is a public place, so please send 4 officers to assist. They'll keep any curious children at a reasonable distance, and rein in the men and any protesting hypocrites, explaining that everything is being done according to the law. There's only one condition. The cops can't touch the actress. She's not just some kind of whore. Fair. Can we wait for 2 of my lesser cops to come back? Seeing the police, the intruder puts up his hands, but he's still holding the weapon. Slowly approach the offender, pistols at the ready. Knock it out of his hand. We got him! That is fair, Zelfor? I mean, you know. Everything is fine at the women's clinic. It was all just a story invented by the pro-life activists. They called the police as part of a campaign to attract attention to the issue of abortion, which is carried out at the clinic. God. Pro-lifers. Okay. McGillicuddy, Kane, Silk, Kendall. You guys go there. So with a deadly weapon. City Center. A man called in from a phone booth saying that he's under attack by a sniper. I can't get out. He just shoots the asphalt in front of my feet when I open the door. I don't know what he wants from me, but when I first got in here, there was a note glued to the phone book. It says, "Don't move." Well, shit. Send the SWAT, man. 3, 6, 9, 900. We can do that with a total of 2 people, actually. Kochi and... I mean, I'll send in 3, though. Kochi, Asano, and Aquino. That's good. As for this, hostage situation with a fatal casualty. Kevin's throat bar. People die all the time, what's the big deal? The big deal is the fact that my job is on the line if too many people die. That's the big deal, Zelfor. It affects me. An Elvis impersonation competition has been organized for several well-known local artists by Lindy Bryant, who volunteered to evaluate the contestants. According to the owner of the bar, this sorry excuse for an Elvis fan shouted rudely at some of the participants, saying they were nothing like the king. And then he saw the woman shout, "I knew you didn't die. Take me away with you. We'll live happily ever after." The bouncer threw the woman out on the street, but she grabbed a knife from her bag and stabbed him in the throat. Then Miss Bryant grabbed one of the impersonators and pulled him into the utility room. Holy fuck! Kingston, Kemp, you guys got this. It's okay. We got Kingston. Just never retire. That's not how it works, Troll. That's not how any of this works. A man wearing a suit is crouched on the floor in the booth. The surrounding pavement is decorated with bullet holes. A crowd of onlookers has gathered on the other side of the street, watching what happens from a safe distance. Look at the windows and rooftops of the nearest houses. The sniper begins to bombard the phone booth with bullets. One of the onlookers says the shots are coming from an 8th floor window. Run to the building where the shots are coming from. We got the bitch! Then upload yourself into a robot and keep working. Exactly, that's what I want to do. Jordine. Thanks, Chief. You never see pure gold like that on cable. 8,000 bucks. Worth it. A bunch of Elvis impersonators have gathered around the door. Everybody get back. This is the police. Let us through. Inside is a man dressed like Elvis, scared to death, and the woman with a knife. Drop the knife and reach for the sky. Good job, Kingston. You are so asking for a promotion.
1210 in progress.
A suspicious individual. Diamond Dog State Penitentiary. An old man dressed in rags is pacing around under the prison gate shouting, "I am the dentist! I killed all those women! Arrest me! I want to confess!" Except he's not, but we have to send in everyone anyways. Zelfor makes the best arguments. Zelfor is what we call a mad genius. Suspicious individual. Report. The old man in rags appears to be homeless and tired of starving on the streets. That's fair. Extortion and assault. There we go. More stuff. It's not that one. It's not those either. It's not going to be that one. Let me try and separate these out. What else would it not be? Can I have that one in it? Gosh, it's a situation of having to look at all of the colors. And in the end, I actually still don't have everything. Yeah, because his horse's name's Snow White, and unless that's ironic, he's a piece of shit. Neighbors heard the sound of breaking glass and a man yelling, "Pay up or die." Jake Pritchett, a widower, lost a large sum of money at the races and hasn't been able to pay. He lives alone in the suburbs. Run sand. Let's see here. Oh, gotta figure out what gun he has as well. Never leaves the house without a gun, but he rarely uses it. He prefers to beat debtors with a large whip and finishes his victims with a shank. Martin Sand wears cowboy boots with spurs. Oh, come on. How am I supposed to know which gun he has? Well, frick. Okay, let's see. It's a situation of he either has one gun or the other. Yeah, these 6 panels couldn't possibly be it. Because these ones are missing spurs. Like, I need the spurs. The difference between these two is just like the gun. But I take it he feels himself a cowboy man, so I would think the revolver. Probably stood on his body too. Okay, so I'm still missing some things. Jiminy H. Christmas. Gonna need more for that too, probably. In just a bit. Okay. So let's see. But it's not Halloween, Breeze. Ending the day. One Horse Toy Store donates toy trucks to orphanage. City Hall vows to solve water crisis. Fighter air show taking place outside city. It's Halloween first, though. That's not how this works. Oh, damn, God damn it, Roth. Neighbor died. Sure, come in tomorrow. Okay. I actually think... The man in the green shirt. Well, in both panels, he was injured, and it claims that he was just hit with that the person likes using a whip. It doesn't exactly describe that he uses the gun. It just says that he likes to carry a gun, but details. I think I will actually end this stream here. So, thank all of you for showing up. It was nice having each and every one of you. You all stay safe out there. Remember, do not text and drive. Do not drink and drive. 10 and 2 people. 10 and 2. And happy days and sunshine ahead. Am I understood, everyone? Good. So, you all stay safe out there. Bye.